Welcome back to Star Wars D&D Session 34. In an attempt to acquire a starship to serve as their new base of operations, the players have been hired for a job. They are to protect a client through his luxury cruise, a seemingly simple job, but the players are skeptical of the true dangers of the job as the payout is substantial. Now on the cruise, they keep a watchful eye for whatever might await them. Hi. Here we are. Just a quick heads up for the audience. Typically, I click the mouse wheel in and then scroll around when I need to navigate the map. That's busted on Roll20 right now. Should be fixed, I imagine, in the future. They're aware of the bug, but it means I have to navigate kind of doing this, and it looks a little choppy. There's nothing I can do about that, so sorry. All right, and then without further ado, we're into it. The last thing you all did is you were Zeno acted as a butler, essentially, getting drinks for him. And the rest of you are keeping up just a watchful eye.
A watchful eye. I'm just playing this. I forgot the name of the game. It's like, come on.
Oh yeah, right. You're playing over here with this group. I too forgot the name of the game that I made. I don't even know if I gave it a name, actually. We're gonna call it, Space Shuffle Hockey.
Yes.
Am I able to use my class ability and actually gamble here?
Yes!
GG.
If you want, you can partake in gambling. I'm not gonna actually have you play Pazak, as fun as that could actually be. I didn't want to go through the trouble of having to make decks. But you can attempt to play Pazak with the clients here if you wish.
All right, just let me reread the rulebook real quick, and I'll get back to you on the top.
All right. So, Ajisai, you're playing Space Shuffle Hockey. Anything else you're doing right now, or are you just going to keep playing with them?
After a while, I'll be like, this game seems fun.
Yes, quite. We thoroughly enjoy ourselves here on the rink. Rink, right? Rink, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Of course,
Well.
it's a game for humans and those close enough to be considered our friends.
Aw.
So should you bring
Well.
anyone over, just make sure that they follow that criteria.
Will do. Enjoy yourselves.
I'm on my way. No.
You're close enough to human, right?
Perhaps.
Alright, Midas, you're against the wall, just watching everything. You doing anything in particular, or are you just going to keep that going?
Just watching the client
Alright.
for now.
Zeno, you have finished returning their drinks. Will you be doing anything else?
I'll be going to get some refreshments for myself.
Okay.
Gonna go to the canteen again. The canteen and just out. Free food.
Alright, so I guess where to begin? Alright, what's here? Is this a place to sit down? I can probably take a seat here.
1 second. Let me see where you're pinging. Yeah, that's a bench. Obviously, this is meant to emulate kind of like a real-world park. You got a fountain in the middle, benches around the side, and trees.
Alright. So first off, just some precursors here, just so later we can get this out of the way. So I'm gonna go ahead and see where that guy went.
Which guy?
The guard that took the holocron.
The guard that took the holocron.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Just because it was a pointy object, man. Like, come on.
Yeah.
took it here, I believe.
I'm gonna use a force point because I want to.
No,
Oh,
it was
do you
here.
know where it went? Okay.
You could tell that he went into this room right here.
Okay.
I think if I went to that room earlier, which by the way I have numbers on these rooms, you all don't see them. But there is that's room 133. There's a lot of rooms on this place.
Damn.
If I went to 133 previously, then we're just changing that to 137 now because I have a box there.
Okay.
All right.
Makes
And I'm
sense.
gonna throw a wild card at you, and hope actually, I'm gonna do it just in case. All right, wild card at you. I'm gonna look into this guy's past. I'm gonna delve his past for like an event that will be linked to this. So somebody who he made mad, or someone who he had a bad deal with. That led to him
Okay, you're trying to figure out what the client's history is, trying to find insight into why he's paying so much for this job.
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier.
What would you see? How far back are you looking?
I'm only gonna look back. I'll look back 2 weeks.
2 weeks, okay.
That way I can prevent any metagame. I'm not gonna be like, I'll look back a whole year because it's probably not that much time. I'm
just-
gonna
How
say
far can you look back? Jesus.
number of years equal to character level.
GG.
Means I can see your past too. I saw what you did to them.
Well, you said like a year ago? He wasn't even rich back then.
GG.
It might not have been. It might not have been. You never know.
Nah, I'm gonna look back 2 weeks.
All right, so you're looking back 2 weeks. What you're going to see... I'm trying to remember exactly who this person would be interacting with 2 weeks ago, because it's kind of relevant based on actions that you all have taken. As an ever so slight spoiler. I think it would be this guy. So you can see he's making a deal with someone, an exchange. He's at an exchange. He has a briefcase. He's making an exchange for credits. Roll a perception. You can see that the person is a hooded figure. They've got a cloak on them and they're hiding themselves, but you don't know who it is quite yet. All right, you were unable to make out who the person is.
Akbar?
GG.
Roll a use the force check.
Oh, hang on. What I have a 0 on my actually what's wrong with my character sheet? I have
It's
0.
only a 0, yeah.
Yeah, you just rolled a
Condition
flat 1d20.
My character sheet's like empty. Am I on the wrong sheet? Oh yeah, I'm on the effing robots. Character sheet.
Well, that would make sense. All right,
I was so
re-roll the
confused.
perception.
Hold up.
The robot has Farseeing?
No, so
Probably on his hot bar.
Your robot doesn't have Farseeing?
Oh, we actually... Whoops.
Damn.
GG.
Typically, I wait for the notification to pop in Discord before I actually go live on this. I just wasn't thinking about that
Yeah,
this
it
time.
just did. I was
Yeah.
like,
GG.
oh, glad to finally join us, ASG assistants.
If you're just arriving,
40
you
minutes
haven't missed
later.
much.
Yeah, it's just me screwing around. I'm sorry. But I need to
Looking
know.
to pacify the people again when you shouldn't.
You can see some reddish... You can see like a red chin.
The Crimson Chin?
Yeah, the
Oh.
crimson chin.
Dun, dun, dun.
After all this time?
GG.
Having trouble seeing you, Putumayo. Was there an issue?
Oh, I guess there is. Let me reconnect.
Okay.
All right. And so I'm
Gotcha.
I guess I'm gonna just I'll start looking around, and then I'll see who has comms on. Oh wait, we came here with that comms. Let me say.
Comms have
I
been
don't.
checked in.
Oh, all right.
No personal items.
Telepathy.
Yeah, pretty much the only
Oh,
thing you
comm.
have on you are your clothes. Or anything that would have made sense for you to be able to hide that would have been picked up in a scanner. So no technology, no metal, anything like that.
Yeah.
At
I
least
still got
have
your
my-
lightsaber.
At least I have my underwear on.
Oh, I think you took it from
Yep.
me. I don't know.
Crimson Chin and Clef,
Yeah.
the boy Chin Wonder.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm gonna
you
just
forget it.
send the signal to everyone's mind through the psychic space samurai powers.
To everyone, I'm just going to clarify, you mean the other players, not to everyone.
Oh, I mean, everyone else. Even him.
Oh, wouldn't people who are force sensitive be able to pick this up?
Theoretically.
Yeah. Okay.
That's because we're close bond,
Oh.
right? No.
Well, you and Zeno and Ajisai could definitely have a connection that would be much more difficult to detect. But sending it to everyone, anybody who is very force capable in the area would be able to detect if there's anybody there.
Dross 10.
GG. You want to keep your eyes out for a guy with a red chin and a cloak.
Are you also saying this to Dross 10?
No.
Okay.
Just
I got, as I hear that, I just walk into the room.
Yeah, you immediately see Dross 10 talking to an Alder Asperian, who does have red skin.
What color was the cloak?
It would have been a black, dark gray.
black, dark gray.
You could have multiple.
Why do we need to look for that?
That's the guy who our friend here made a deal with.
What was the details of this deal?
I don't remember.
What you saw was an exchange. The cloaked man was giving credits, and your client was giving a briefcase.
Did he have a briefcase when he came in with us?
No.
Something about a briefcase. I don't know what was in it.
Briefcase. You're not allowed to. There's no personal items on this.
Oh, Zeno,
On
that could
the
be
ship.
that could mean anything.
Could mean anything.
Do you think the captain's in
kind
on
of-
this too?
Maybe. Got no reason to believe that he does. Just keep your eyes out.
Maybe somebody should go shake him down.
Are you sure I'm gonna send this to Dross 10, you know?
Well, maybe you shouldn't have kept your eyes out. That's why you're blind now.
He who has been effing blind since birth. Am I joke to you?
Pass me that lightsaber. That's it. This is the last straw.
You can try. I'm gonna look around the room for any red-chinned individuals that have a cloak on.
Red chinned individual.
All right. Looking around, you only see. You see 3 people that would pass as having a red chin. There is the Deveronian, who is your client, so presumably he's not the one. There's another Deveronian, and then there's also this guy whose race I don't remember off the top of my head.
Obviously not him then, since you can't remember his race.
Of course it can.
Well, let's not be so hasty with that. There's a lot of races I don't remember of characters I've actually made that are important.
That's racist.
GG.
What a Bith. Ran.
Who are you? What are you?
That's an Oni? Duh.
I'll figure out what race he is with time.
Okay. It's alright.
Is there anything that you're doing with that information?
Step off and walk up. You alright?
Oh, yeah, doing just fine. Why?
Making sure you're good to go. I might step out for a minute.
Yeah, by all means, don't worry. Like I said, we're probably going to be fine.
Put
back,
my.
effing
You're
dead.
gonna. I'm gonna step out for a minute. Are you staying in the room?
I'll keep watch over the client. Please go. Please after you.
Like a space mingle.
I am also going to move my eyeballs around the room to see if there are any red individuals with dark cloaks on. Yes, I do see 2 red individuals over yonder. May you please describe them to me?
You tell me.
Advose.
Mexican.
He's an Advose, the one that you were looking at earlier, Midas.
Oh.
Which one were you looking at, Putumayo?
Let's say this one that I have a clear line of sight of.
You can tell he's definitely a, I just said the name and I forgot it now.
Deveronian.
Deveronian, thank you. Looking very much has the red chin that you see. He is very prominently red-skinned.
Oh, hold on. Can I roll a stealth check to prevent anybody from noticing that I'm like kind of looking around?
Sure.
They're all drunk.
We are currently neutral.
Yes.
Stealthy.
Okay.
All right. I'm not sure if that's a success or not, but I'm going to attempt to stealthily roll my eyeballs around. So I see there's this Deveroni in here, and what is he wearing?
What is he wearing?
Yes.
Kind of like fine silk clothing. Very colorful, very designed. Definitely designer clothing.
I'm going to communicate back to Zeno, and just ask. You recall the build of this red flavored person?
Under the cloak, you could not get a good idea for it, other than that they were slightly taller than the Deveronian that you're dealing with.
Slightly taller. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, they're a bit tall.
A bit taller.
I think it was Darth Jar Jar over here.
Can
That's
I
possible.
gauge the height
Yes.
of this Deveronian in comparison to my client?
He seems a little bit taller.
He's a little bit taller. Okay. Did he seem horny at all? Zeno?
So you had to take a sip.
Wait, Connor stopped. It's like, huh?
I feel like talking to me.
So you could tell that as far as you could tell, he didn't have horns, but you didn't get a good look at the forehead or anything like that. So maybe.
Well, I meant like if the horns were like sticking, like if he's in a cloak, then I'm guessing it's like a hoodie cloak, and you don't see the face. So, but you would see like the impression of the fabric if it's like
Depending on the prominence of the horns, yeah.
Yeah, true.
And that's what I'm saying is like there was no clear indicator of horns. So if the individual did have horns, it didn't appear to be that way.
Okay, he's also missing one horn that I see now.
The picture for that is slightly deceptive. He has 2 full horns.
Fake news. All right. There's a red guy in here. I'm just gonna, say, well, there's 2 red guys in here. Stay alert. I don't know what we're staying alert for, but I'm just gonna go along. I'm gonna take a glance at this guy. The view is a little obscured. He's sitting down, kind of, but can you describe what he looks like?
Pretty much, he looks exactly like the token. A very bald, kind of like pig-faced man with the one horn that's just coming off the forehead. Very beady, like literal bead-like eyes.
Standard humanoid shaped body, 2
Yeah,
arms, 2
humanoid
legs.
shaped body, yeah.
Okay, same with the Deveroni.
Yeah, pretty much everyone in here is going to have a more standard humanoid body. The exceptions being this big guy down here and these 2 here.
Not him.
No, aside from the head, he looks just like a regular person.
Okay, and then this guy. Same thing.
Yep.
Okay.
This one's
He
short,
will
but
be-
otherwise humanoid.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm just going to, take note of these two individuals, and uh, my watch continues.
Yo, thanks for the first time chat there, Jackster. Sorry that I'm gonna have to block you and ban you from the channel.
Bruh.
Price is lower than any competitor. Guaranteed to be
Nowhere is safe.
the.
I love
Nowhere is safe from the bots.
ads.
All right, what was the last thing you said there? Sorry, I put him out.
I say I will stand here and continue my watch.
Okay. Let's get back. Midas, you doing anything?
What's this room?
This room, you can see it's just like a park.
What's the Wookiee doing?
He's just sitting there looking at the fountain.
Does he seem odd at all, or is it just like regular Wookiee kind of thing, just chilling?
I mean, it seems kind of odd that there's a Wookiee on a luxury cruise. You don't know many rich and wealthy Wookiees.
True.
But beyond that, he himself isn't acting strange in any way.
I would say I would speak to you, but unfortunately, I wouldn't know what you were saying because I can't speak Wookiee. Wookiee.
I can't do a good Wookiee.
There it is.
That's a good one. The first one was more like it's like the sand people.
I really have to build into a Wookiee. I'm never good at getting it the first try.
Just get some sound samples, man. Just play it in order.
just click a button and there's just a.
Just lip sync to it.
I didn't
No.
expect to see a Wookiee
Yeah,
here.
just have the same sound clip every single time.
Just gonna turn to you. It just looks at you with kind of like with a kind of a dead man stare.
You wouldn't expect to see me here either. Look at me. I'm not looking fancy.
He just nods his head.
You work on the cruise, or do you? Were you invited?
Shakes his head.
Are you doing work on the cruise?
Shakes his head.
So just enjoying the park, huh?
Nods his head.
Well, I'll leave you to it.
Under all that fur, he's red-skinned.
It's possible.
Am I able to go through these doors?
Yes.
Oh, you're gonna die.
Well, you're walking to where you're going. Ajisai, you have entered the room where you see Drosten and the Elder Esperian talking.
What's this?
You can see it is, so most of the room is like a very flat, solid surface, like smoothed crystal, and there's a bunch of various colored gemstones underneath the surface that you can kind of see through the crystal that makes the bulk of it. It's kind of like a very transparent quartz with a bunch of other crystals within it. And then in the center, there's just a very jagged and sharp-pointed, some form of a crystal structure.
Would I know what type of crystals, like where they're from?
Roll a knowledge check.
Okay.
Oh boy. It looks kind of like him.
From a distance, yeah, okay. I zoom.
What kind of knowledge? Physical science? Galactic lore? Not that it matters.
What matters?
Physical science. All
That's
right.
I know exactly where the shit is coming from.
It is known as Alderanian quartz.
Oh, cool. Cool.
You also are familiar with the guy being an Alder Esperian. The first part of that is Alderaan. It's a cross species between Alderans and Esperian, or Alderanians and Esperians.
Wow. Well, I'll look over to that nerd. What's he doing?
He's just kind of leaning on the little fence, the barrier this guy parting, that's dividing it from the outside walkway. He's just kind of admiring the crystal.
Beautiful, isn't this quartz?
Yes.
I did not expect that kind of voice. All right. You know, actually, this comes from Alderaan. Did you know that?
I was not aware.
Yeah, and I just listened like weird ass facts about this. They actually used it for this kind of thing, and yeah,
So is that what you're here for? You deal in crystals, minerals?
kinda.
Huh. I imagine it's a hot market now with the Empire. You know, get the right crystals to the right places now that all the trade embargoes have been lifted, all the bans on crystal exports.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
knew
real
that.
thing. That's a real thing in Star Wars history.
Yeah, it could be. I wouldn't know. So, have you seen anyone that might be, you know, a danger to this party, this cruise trip?
He looks to you with
Someone
confused eyes.
suspicious?
What the hell are you getting at?
I don't know. I'm just, truth be told, I'm just a bodyguard looking out for danger.
I don't know many people here who brought a bodyguard with them. I haven't seen anything suspicious. Probably won't.
Well, what's certainly suspicious that my employer is the only one with a goddamn bodyguard.
Maybe he pissed off another client here. It's a client, another party goer.
Entrepreneur or someone prominent.
Another wealthy bastard.
And why are you here? How'd you get to this party?
Space crypto. Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
I have bad news for you, sir.
Jeez.
Didn't they crash recently?
Yeah, this is my last little luxury vacation.
Well, that's too bad.
Staying in character. Proud
Hope
of
you enjoy.
I'm sorry.
No, that's great.
Roll a perception check, Aji-sai. So as you approach, you can kind of overhear Dross speaking to him, and he's like, "Don't worry, I assure you that should you supply me with the parts I need, you'll be adequately compensated." You know, the man responding back, "Yeah, I guess I can, but still, put me in a rough position." Like, no, don't worry. Everything will be safe. I'm very good at what I do. All right, but I better get a good cut.
My boy. Well, it already gives me a sense of idea that this guy is having like dealing with something. I'll wait a little bit, maybe for them to notice, or Dross 10 to like walk off.
If you're standing there, Drostin is going to turn his head back to you. He's just going to shoo you away.
We need to talk later.
Very well.
Get out of my sight.
Go get me a drink.
I'll finish up my business here, and then I'll meet you over in the beach room.
This is a beach room.
It's not a beach.
GG.
It's not a beach.
Right.
Are they making out? Oh boy.
Yeah, you do see a couple that is tanning on the beach. As you enter the room, you can tell that there's it's a synthetic, man-made sun and heat generator that's above you that's very much emulating a very powerful sunlight. And they are just basking in its glow. The ground, of course, being sand, obviously not natural. You know, it's a ship.
I hate sand.
As well as pools of water.
It's sand.
Dark side point.
You could try flirting with her. Maybe it'll work out.
It's coarse.
I said it's cold, it's rough, it gets everywhere. That's like the best one-liner, best pickup line.
Oh yeah,
GG.
works 100% of the time.
I'll
Oh,
just, I
every
guess,
time.
meditate, wait for Drathan to show up.
All right, Zeno, where'd you get off to?
I went south for the winter.
Also get a 10.
There you are.
Works 100% of the time, every time.
Jeez.
50% of the time, every time.
All right, you enter. You can see that you've kind of left the main party-going room. This seems to just be like an intermediate hallway with a bunch of small rooms connected to it.
Any cameras?
No, you do not see any cameras anywhere on this ship.
All right, I'll just
Because
open
you're
some of
blind.
these up, see what's in there.
See the
Yeah.
door opens up. You can tell that you are in a janitorial closet.
Hello?
You look inside the canister and you can just see a variety of cleaning supplies.
Yeah, I mean, no, no, let me not dig that far down into this. Let me just leave. I was gonna ask for like cleaning solutions that would
You're worth some
potentially
money.
knock somebody out.
Dang.
I thought you were gonna
Mix
get like rid of a body or something. I don't
some
know.
bleach and ammonia. You gotta make some mustard gas.
Yeah, just like
You can see that those are escape pods that you're seeing.
Get out of here.
GG.
And at a cursory glance looking at them, you can also tell there's definitely not enough for all the people here.
And the hut could even fit through there.
GG.
So yeah. So keep that in mind. If we get so they're all shipped off and the hut's still here, we just cut the hut open, jump inside of its body, and jettison out.
Oh,
Works the same.
we
Works the same.
hold we hold the wound closed with the force until we land on a planet.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
GG.
Actually smell better on the inside.
Boy, that
I
was
thought they
nice.
smelled bad. On the outside.
It just starts
That's a
throwing up.
big old rip.
All right, you head back into the main buildings. All right, at this point, Dross 10, as you can see, you're entering that room. You can see that he is leaving the room. He approaches you, Ajisai. So what is it that you wish to discuss?
Yeah. That red-skinned friend of yours there,
Yes?
might have like had a bad deal with our client.
And how would you know this?
Xena gave us information that some red-skinned, robed figure made a deal with this client.
Well, there's more than one red-skinned person here. But I will be vigilant and give him his fair discretion.
They're all the same to you, Ajisai.
Yeah, they do.
Jeez.
Did you know I was hanging out with the racists earlier?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to talk to you, because I'm not gonna interrogate this man.
Well, I will press him for any information without jeopardizing the arrangement that I have just made.
All right. That's all I wanted to talk about.
Very well.
Keep looking.
He leaves. All right, Midas, you have approached a large door.
Is it unlocked?
No, you go to turn it on. You gotta to activate the door to open it, and you can see it does not open.
Oh wait, he's
There's a knock function.
Oh, okay.
You click that. Moment passes. The door opens, and you see a hut. Ochaka.
Oh, sorry, wrong room.
Closes the door.
Ooh, I thought they smelled bad.
GG.
I'm gonna do the same thing to the door over here.
Same thing. You can see a Toydarian opens up. Goes, hey, what's it that you have business with us for?
Oh no, I was just looking around the ship. I've never been on a luxury cruise before, so
Ah,
is this y'all's room?
yes.
It's nice.
Thank you. I imagine you don't have one this nice.
No, ours is a little bit smaller.
You can see kind of like looks you up and down. How would you like to make some credits?
Okay.
Does he want? Okay.
Say, come in, come in.
About those tentacles of yours.
Hey, when I do that, can I like walk in and start going? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna go.
My friend here would like a show, he says, gesturing to the one here in the middle.
What do you have in mind?
But a dance.
Don't lower yourself for them. What you do?
Not an expressive art.
You can roll a perform check if you wish to dance.
Putting them on, dude.
I looked for a perform. I didn't see one.
Oh, is there not? Oh, God. Built into too many.
I'm gonna
Do
roll
acrobatics.
a swim check. No, I'm gonna roll a use of force check.
Acrobatics check would be it.
Don't you dare lower yourself for them.
Nah, you just doing some good stances in front of them. That's definitely good. Yeah.
Is that a good
Holy
dance?
shit.
You essentially, using like martial arts or the training combat that you have, you kind of turn that into a dance, similar to how like the Achani view their combat is. It's almost like a dance. He goes, hey, there we go.
CA.
There you go. And they throw 500 credits your way.
Holy shit.
You're still with the
Hey,
wealthy.
I have friends.
Oh, go bring them.
Okay.
Everybody is gonna like go into this one room just to party. Oh wait, I'm kind of dead.
Is that
That makes you said die, so we're
are
all
you,
dead.
Oh, I'm sorry. One more thing. Information. Y'all don't happen to know of anybody that would want to you don't know of any how do I word this? Y'all don't know of anybody that has a deal with what's his name again? Or client?
Tusith.
No, is it Tusith?
It is too
It
It is.
Okay.
Y'all don't know Tusith, do you?
Oh, he's that Toydarian, or not Toydarian, Deveronian.
Yes. You don't know of anybody that had a sour deal with him recently, do you?
No, all I know is that he had a recent rise to fame. He's kind of a hot man on the market right now.
Would that be a reason why someone would want to hurt him, maybe?
Perhaps. I'd say if there's an issue behind the scenes, it would probably be that he had something questionable with that deal. With a recent business deal.
Okay. Well, appreciate your time.
Mm-hmm. Be sure
Hey,
to
I'll
bring back
speak-
your friends.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all don't speak you don't speak Huttonese, do you?
Oh, I do. The one on the far left says.
Could you help me
With what?
talking to the hut down the row?
Oh, no. Hate that guy.
Oh, is he bad?
He's just an asshole.
What is he like? Does he want dances?
No, he just loves to gorge himself. A real gluttonous hut. A glut.
What do huts like to eat, do you know?
Oh, whatever they can get their hands on from what it looks like.
Hey, have a nice one.
Remember to bring friends! And the door shuts.
GG.
I'm not
Pockets
kidding.
at
I am
500
not
credits.
bringing friends. That's
Alright.
embarrassing. I am not letting them know that happened.
My 500 credits.
Putamaya, what are you doing?
I was going to take a seat, but you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk over and what game are they playing at this table?
Pazak. It's Pazak at every table.
At every table, right? I'm going to. I'd really like to. Well, actually, no, I shouldn't do that. So I'm going to walk over and I'm going to motion towards the table. Is the seat taken?
The Twi'lek's gonna respond, "No, by all means, take a seat.
All right.
You
I
looking to
will.
play?"
Yes, I am. And I'll sit
Well,
down crisscross applesauce.
our pike friend here is looking for a combatant. Walks over. Yes, you're looking to play.
Oh,
And what's the buy-in?
are we fighting against players or the house? Is
Against
this a
each other.
gamble? Is it against the, oh, I was asking, you, but
Against each other. It's a 1v1 game.
Okay.
It's like Yu-Gi-Oh, but space.
So is this following the gambling rules in the book, and this is a wisdom check?
It certainly can be.
The only thing that's different is the chance in winnings. It looks like when gambling against other characters, the character with the highest roll and two, and they split it. Well, I guess yeah. What's the buy-in? It doesn't matter if I can't afford it.
Say it's 10,000 credits, ideally, or if you have something to offer in exchange.
It's funny you say that because everything was taken from taken at the gates.
If you have something to put up as collateral, we can inform the guards and ensure that it is reserved for the winner.
Unfortunately, nothing I brought has nothing I own is worth 1,000. I'm gonna step back unless you are willing to take a loan or an IOU.
No, I don't deal in IOUs.
I'm turning to the other. Well, who was saying that?
The pike.
The pike. I'm gonna turn to the of the Twi'lek.
Do we like that guy?
Yeah, that goofy looking Twi'lek. How about you?
Say 5,000 for me.
Now, if
Just
we lose,
negotiate adeptly.
I'm just gonna turn to him. It's like, well, if we lose, just know that I'm good for it. They don't. By the way, my name is Putumayo. They don't call me Putumayo for nothing.
You're aware of the penalty if we discover you're lying?
You don't have to worry about a thing.
Okay.
What is the penalty, by the way?
Now, the penalty is you're going to be thrown in jail.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Just checking, just in case the penalty changed.
All right, so you wish to continue?
Let's do this.
Okay. Start stealing at the cards. Everything happens like that.
Make him go down to condition tracker so you have a better chance.
All right, you can go ahead.
Talk smack. Make him uneasy.
Roll the wisdom
Goodness.
check.
You got the better hand.
Oh, just wait. Just you wait.
You're bluffing.
I don't know how to play Pazak, so
Yeah, we're not worried too much about the details.
Looks
I'm
like
gonna,
I have an idiot's array.
I'm gonna spin the card in my fingers. Looks like my hand's a little stronger.
Essentially, Pazak is you're playing like placing cards down and getting hit with cards to try and hit 20. It's kind of like blackjack, except you also have cards in your hand that you can use to influence the numbers a little.
You're playing Pazak, not Sabak. My bad.
Yeah, Pazak.
GG.
So the difference is 1, so we break even. I want to turn back to him. Double or nothing.
We broke even. That's typically not how that works. If you really want to, sure.
All right. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. The first time on a cruise, I'm just a little excited. I'm turned to my partner. Say, who are you?
She's gonna turn to you. We're not playing together.
He really doesn't know what's going on.
It's a one-on-one game, just you versus the Twi'lek.
Oh, I thought we were playing
know, but-
multi.
But still, like, who are you?
So you're asking her?
Yeah.
She says, my name is Gracia.
Gracia.
Gracia Freebush.
Watch this, Gracia. I'm a transfer.
While watching disgrace here.
Oh, can't wait to watch this.
20.
That's funny.
One.
He has a force point on this.
That's
believe.
what I'm about to do. I'm about to roll a force point.
He has a force.
I hope you get a nat 1.
For real. Hey, that's that's all I need.
Oh
You
my
said wisdom
god.
7.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my
it's another
God.
tie.
Thank God you rolled that force
Double or
point.
nothing.
Double or nothing.
I'm gonna like stretch my elbows. My shoulders. I'm just getting warmed up. Triple or nothing.
Still not how that works, but okay.
He's so confused. He doesn't know what to do. He's just going in.
Until
Go
he's
ahead,
just like
watch,
muttering
go.
to himself, how am I drawing with this guy who doesn't even know how to play?
I'm like using 2 decks at the same time.
He's
Somehow,
cheating,
like, I'm
just
not.
like,
Somehow, I'm
"Gotta do
still
it."
not cheating.
It's alright, let's go again.
I'm gonna use another force point.
Alright.
Oh my gosh. This guy, this force.
Ooh, much better this time.
Except when he rolls that 1.
Was that 20?
For real.
And when the enemy rolls a 20. Alright, so an 18.
That's Pazak.
Hey, you managed to get the victory.
Let me see. If it's 10 or more, then we lose. We win it all. 18 versus 9. Wow, that's 9. So give half the stake to the winner. So that's 15,000 credits.
15's a half of the stake, so
Yeah.
he will end up giving you 7,500 credits.
This
Wow.
man's
Just gambled with nothing and just got 7,500 profit.
I'm going to, after I receive the credits, I'm just gonna start tapping on the table. That's I think you're a little short.
What do you mean?
I'm going to clear my throat. I'm gonna turn to Gracia. Can you believe this guy? I'm gonna look at him. Remind me your name?
You can call me Clarence.
Clarence. Huh. Do I need to remind you of the punishment that happens here? And then before you say anything, I'm going to roll this.
He's gonna look at you annoyed. Fine. He hands you another 7,500.
Wow.
Yeah.
We didn't have to do this, Clarence.
Balls in this guy.
But I'm glad you're being such a good sport about it. I've learned a lot today.
So, Mr.
Oh, in case you missed it earlier, it's Putumayo.
Mr. Putumayo. What did you do to get here?
Kill somebody, kill somebody, kill somebody.
I believe that's none of your business, and I'm going to step back. I'm just going to step to the wall.
Until he eyes you as you leave.
And that's how we made more enemies on this ship.
Does he know
Okay,
anything you're doing right now?
half the ship's gonna be chasing us after this.
I'll take my post back up.
All right, Ajisai.
I'll just go up onto this, doing like the knock.
You hear a voice yell out, "I'm busy!"
All right then. Room service. No. Go on to the next one.
You knock. You see Jawa opens the door. As you look into the room, you can see that there are 2 Jawa dancing around a stripper pole. They are still fully clothed.
Very
I
hairy.
I'm just imagining this in my head.
Oh, my
bro.
friend.
Very hairy. According to
I
the
do speak
Mandalorian.
Javanese.
Utini? He says, what is it that you want with us?
Just looking for some friendly relations, and you guys seem to have it going on here.
Yeah, they only like Jawa clientele, though.
Oh.
If there's nothing else, shoo.
I'm a really tall Jawa. I'm actually 2 Jawas in this suit.
GG.
I'm also Java. All right, then I'll
This is
leave you to your business. Have fun.
Shuts the door.
Houdini.
We go to this one.
That's weird. All right, what's this one?
Knock on the door. A moment passes. You see a Gungan open up, and you also see a similar sight, except with Gungans in bikinis dancing around the stripper pole.
Oh man.
Again,
What do you
I'll
want
just,
with me?
I can get in on this action.
You know,
He's
if
got like the door
with
cracked.
exotic species, there's some Java next door, and they're basically doing the same thing. You could like perform a grand show.
Ah, disgusting. Only Gungan beauty can be truly admired. Look at them. He kind of steps to the side, gesturing to them. Look at that beauty.
Look at
Yeah.
The elegance, the physique, their ear flaps.
You know, there's some people playing space cleaning hockey thing down there.
Shuffle hockey? Ugh,
Shuffle hockey, yeah.
a
Magic
boring,
game.
a boring sport for boring people.
Oh, you should tell it to those guys.
Oh, please, they try and have my head for it.
Well, I'll leave you to it if you are beautiful Gungans.
Thank you. You hear the door close, walks back. As you're walking away, you just kind of hear through the doorway as you're leaving.
Oh gosh.
I decide this dirt.
This is a pleasure barge.
He said I'm a pass. I'm
I've never been exposed to this kind of stuff at the Jedi Temple. I didn't get teach this.
You just awakened a whole new fetish in Audi side.
Nope. More like a fucking trauma.
Porn of that exists already.
That trauma's
Probably
going to turn
does.
into a fetish.
Let's not explore those thoughts. Let's just leave it there.
It's too late. You're
I'm
ruined.
afraid of that side of the internet.
I need to learn how to negotiate, just to like project that image into the head, make them disturb.
Now
down
you
and
need
get
a
better.
you need to contact LeBear to have it wiped from your memory.
Please, wipe it from my memory. I can't take it.
Down into the
Where are you? Okay, you're in the cafeteria.
yeah.
See a couple of Rhodians eating. Otherwise, the place is just empty. Lots of good and gourmet and exotic food as well.
Is there like a push cart anywhere?
Sure.
I'm gonna get the push cart and just start loading it up with like a bunch of plates full of all the foods.
Yeah, gumble
And then
schnapps and Tantu legs and guaggles.
Everything, and I'm gonna push it all the way back to the huts, the juts. Okay,
It's the new
back to
release.
the hut store and do the knock punching again.
All right. Comes back. Ooh, utaka.
I'm gonna go, like, just gesture to the food.
Oh. Just starts shoving it into his mouth. Hum, 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 hum.
I'm gonna hold my hand out.
Oh. He's just like look around, grabs 100 credits, puts it in your hand.
GG. This
Easy
man's
money.
hustling.
It's not 15,000 credits, but I'm working on it.
You know, if you like to dance, right? You know, you maybe some of them.
GG.
Dance for them, you know.
Oh my God, you just gave me a great idea. I'm gonna put on a fake mustache and I'm gonna walk back into that room. My friend told me.
GG.
Just gonna do it 10
So-
times.
So as the doors closed, Midas, you all hear an announcement come on over the intercom system, coming from the captain. Attention passengers, it appears that a ship is currently pursuing us. Just a warning, you may feel some occasional bumps while we avoid it, but rest assured our shields are strong and our engines are fast. I will make another announcement once the situation changes.
Probably get a client to safety.
Sif theme starts playing in the background.
Where was the this is the boarding area right here, correct?
No. It was way up top left.
What is this area right here?
It's just a viewing platform if you want to look into the dark abyss of space.
Back a bit.
I'm gonna use telepathy. I'm gonna tell everybody I'm gonna go check that out.
All right.
Alright. We should
So
probably
don't-
get our client to safety, or at least somewhere we
Is this
we can
also?
hit his head.
No, that's the thrusters. I get it now.
I
Never
think our
mind.
client is safe with everybody else here.
Before you progress too far, Midas, you can hold off where you are.
Yep.
Are the rest of
Those-
you doing anything right now?
Those
Just
bumps could potentially shake everything here.
I mean, no, I guess.
All right, just waiting. Waiting for the situation to develop to hear back from Midas. All right, as this is happening, Midas, as you're approaching the front of the ship, as you all are in here, you all start to see through the ventilation a gas begins to pour out.
Motherfucker.
In our room, you talking about
In
like us?
every room that you are in, everyone that you can see.
Are we the only ones who see this? Or does everybody see this?
You can see everyone's kind of looking around, but they're just kind of like shrugging it off. Going
I'm gonna
back to
hold
their
my
gambling.
goddamn breath already.
They're shrugging it off.
It's
They
like,
shake it
"Ah."
off with the feet.
It's not their first kidnapping.
I'm gonna motion to to put in my own ID side, like to step out of the step out of the room.
Hmm. Well, we could telepathy. We should probably get him out of here.
We want to shout out to our client. Is that your gas or?
No, it's probably just some, I don't know, nitrous meant to help increase our, our reactivity or something. Get us a
When was the
little
last time
high.
they did that?
Well, it was my first time on the cruise, so I don't know. He's gonna turn to the Twi'lek. What, you know about this? He said, No, this is the first time I've ever seen this. Should be a fun ride, though.
Oh wait, I can't see.
Can I,
that.
do I still have my rebreather?
Yeah. Oh, no,
What's
sorry.
that?
No, it's in your inventory, but it's not
You
on your
don't-
person.
Oh,
No
It's in the
personal
box.
items. Well, part of no personal items. Don't you understand?
You know what?
I thought it was more like weapons.
Took
Like
everything.
armor.
Yeah, pretty much everything.
I'm gonna
You're-
hold-
You're naked. What are you even talking about?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna hold my breath and I'm gonna run to this room and open it because this is the client's room, I think, right?
I think that was the one, yeah.
And then I'm gonna walk up to the computer and start looking at the functions because I think I remember I was in there with them when he was pushing the buttons, so I would probably remember what he was doing to change the airflow. I'm gonna see
We'll
if I
use
can
computer check.
Damn it! Watch.
Is there like a wall panel like around here?
Not in
trying to
your
s-
room. Not in the
Not in
gambling
our
room.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Is there
You
one
can see that there are
outside?
functions on the computer, Midas, to change the hollows on the walls. There's also a turn on or off the ventilation.
I'm gonna turn it off.
All right. You can see the gas stops pouring in, but there's still a little bit of it that got through. As this room is a lot more compact, you're also beginning to breathe in a little bit of it. And you can tell it is definitely, it is harming you. You start coughing up. It is not pleasant for you. I don't have a special roll for this. You take 3 damage.
But I was holding my breath.
Oh, were you holding your breath?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
I
said that when
forgot
said
about
as
that.
well. I'm also holding my breath.
You're
All
holding
right.
your breath, but your tentacles are breathing.
Yeah, your tentacles can pick up that is definitely an unpleasant or potentially poisonous gas.
Informers.
Can I could I
Also
go
holding
into
my
some
breath.
sort of like trance, like use the force trance to try to not breathe for a little bit? I think that's a thing.
Yeah.
In the games, that's definitely a thing.
Is it a thing in this?
That's a good question. Technically, you all haven't
there's
learned
some holding
it.
breath runes.
You said we haven't what yet?
Learned it.
So I was trying to tell Kin to teach us these things,
He said, "Nah,
but nah.
it's not his life anymore."
I've trained all my life for this. I'm trained in endurance. I can hold my breath for hours.
I
Gee,
will let you
King can write it down.
attempt to channel the force to try and reduce your necessary breathing. It will be a difficult check, though.
You know the crazy thing? There's a talent that I was gonna pick up next level up that makes you immune to poison.
Oh, wow.
Equilibrium.
Well,
Nah,
too
That
bad.
is a fail,
This
Midas. It is
isn't-
close, though.
This isn't poison.
I was just dead. See,
Is there like any type of water bowl? Is there like any type of bowls or like I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Never mind.
You put a fishbowl over your head? Was that the
I
plan?
thought about it. I thought about it.
GG.
You know,
There's
creative.
a fountain.
There's a fountain.
There's a fountain.
The poison would probably get in the water.
Maybe.
You just
Get
need
my
like
mind.
a wet cloth to prevent the gas from going through, or less of it from going through. But
All
I'm
right.
gonna say the two Sith. Sorry.
So I was gonna let you go.
I'm gonna just grab his shoulder. We need to talk outside.
What? I'm gambling here.
I'm gonna like squeeze his shoulder tight. It'll only take a second.
He takes his drink. He just bottoms it. All right, I'll be back.
Did Midas let us know what was going on inside of his room?
You know, actually, I'm not sure.
Well, no, he said everybody saw the gas coming in.
No, we
I'm
don't know if
talking
it's
about what-
harmful or not.
Yeah.
Still holding my breath though.
He comes
wasn't
out as
It
you.
wasn't harmful to me because it didn't hurt me because I didn't breathe it. Remember?
Yeah, I forgot about that. So he did take the damage.
Well,
With your
Anti-force
tentacles.
smoke.
Really,
was
what I'm asking is,
joke.
can you tell us that you turned off the vent in your room, in the client's?
Yeah, on his
Oh.
turn, maybe. We'll get there. We'll get back to him if he wants to do that.
Oh,
So as you two are leaving the room, I don't know if the Aji-san and Putamai are also going to do the same. But as you, Zeno, and the client two Sith leave the room, you can see the Wookiees entering the room at the same time.
Weird.
What's he doing?
Are you staying in the room or are you leaving?
All right, so just quick question.
I'm
Like, can I
letting them
actually see?
leave, and then
Oh.
I'll just stay here for a little bit.
All right, Zeno, what you're saying?
Am I actually able to perceive gas? Like, because gas can't really be like, it's like small particles, and it's like light, I guess, reflects off of it.
Roll to use the Force check.
You can see it. Like, I hate to bring science into this, but
No, this is a good point. This is a good
I'm
point.
not sure if this one. Yeah.
Technically, you cannot see the gas is the answer, but roll to use the Force check.
You can sure breathe it.
Hey.
You can sense that there is a you get a bad feeling about this, and you feel as though it is coming from the nooks and crannies of the ship.
Yeah, there's surely you can see that there's trouble here. Hope that you're not too drunk that you can't sense the danger. That's it, too.
Listen, if you're really worried, we can go back to my room. But like I said, I don't think anything's gonna happen. Like either I'm here. It's fine. It's okay.
Well, maybe he does. And who's he?
Who is he? That what? Why are you asking me that, huh?
Then you
wanted
brought it
to
up.
turn and say,
No,
"Who are
no,
you
I
hiding
didn't.
from?"
No, what were you saying, Putumaya?
I'm gonna turn to him and say, "Who are you hiding from? Let's go." And then let's like hurry him along.
Are you trying to be aggressive or supportive?
I'm supportive. I'm not like trying to push him. I'm
Alright, then-
saying
then
who you trying
persuasion.
to talk to, and then I'm going to like usher him along, and then I'm going to try to persuade.
All right, he is not persuaded. He's like, I listen. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who he is or why you brought him up. So he just starts walking along with Zeno. Aji Size, you're in the room. You can see the Wookiee comes up and he just grabs the Trandoshan there, and he just picks him up and just starts walking out the room with him.
Where to does he go? This way. I take a little bit of a breath, so I don't have to hold my breath the whole time.
Yeah, you're in a bigger room, so it's not affecting your area quite yet. The gas hasn't seeped into everything.
I guess I'll follow them, see where they go.
All right. And they'll essentially be behind Zeno. So if you're leaving to the room, Zeno, they'll be behind you.
I'd be like right here. You guys would be like a little bit more on top.
I guess I'll notice them there.
Could I be like trying to like open the door and like be trying to fan the bad air out?
Yeah, you don't know if that'll be counterintuitive though, as gas from the outside could get in, but you could
I
definitely
was
try.
about to say.
But it's a bigger area out there, so I'm trying.
That's true.
That's what I'm trying to think that
Sure.
way, I guess.
That is true. Roll a.
Is that even like worth it if we're about to like walk in and then like let the stuff in? So you just
I
wait
mean-
till we get there.
Just use the force, duh.
Roll a
Or you can just
survival
use it.
check.
Yeah.
Damn, I haven't heard that word in a long time.
It's been a while that survival's been rolled. You feel as though you're able to waft a little bit out of it, but you do see that the gas is beginning to cover in the outside area. So, it's going to start seeping in shortly.
So after I do that, I'll shut the. I'm gonna take a big breath and then walk out and shut it. Because the
Okay.
air's not flowing in there anymore, and start looking for everybody else.
All right, Zeno, what were you saying?
As I'm walking, I guess I'll notice them, and I'm gonna say to the Wookiee, "So you've sensed the danger as well."
Did you speak Wookiee? You do.
Yeah, that's one of my two languages.
He's just gonna say, poison gas is flowing into the room.
Poison gas. Where does I guess where does the ventilation come from? I guess he's walking. We're walking.
He just keeps walking. So, I don't know. Either the left or the right side of the back end of the ship.
So somebody's trying to poison somebody.
Probably.
Not even the guards are worried.
Drugs. Because I don't know.
And I guess we see Midas.
Oh, hello, friend. I look at the Wookiee.
He just kind of he waves his hand to you. You can see he's got the Trandoshan over his shoulder, and he just opens the door and shuts it behind him.
He does this to you. Again.
Client is behind you here.
Turn the ventilation shaft off in the room and got as much of the fumes out as I could,
Oh, great. So it's going to be stuffy in there.
rather than breathing in poison.
Why in the world would you be breathing in poison?
Are you that drunk?
I mean, it's a nitrous oxide or something that's meant to get us high or happy or something. And it's all the time at other gambling dens.
Yeah. That we gotta find the source of this and shut it off.
What could I roll to? What could I roll to
Killjoys.
try to see what this is like for real?
A knowledge,
Like life science or
physical science.
I'll also like to do that if I know what kind of gas this would be.
Herdy gas.
I
Hurdy
would
gas.
also like to take a look at my gas
I know
repertoire.
Jack.
here.
What was
There's
that,
some
Putama?
gas.
But I would also like to check out my gas repertoire here.
None of you three are aware.
Damn, this gas is too gassy.
The gas seems to be in a gaseous state.
what about you, Kino?
GG. Kino. Yeah, let me change the X real quick. Yeah. Change to key. I mean, I feel like I wouldn't know. Like in character, like I wouldn't have studied. Like,
That's fair.
read.
Way to stay true.
Yeah, and without breathing it in, you in the first place, you wouldn't be able to have any idea.
Yeah, I can't even see it.
Well,
Without my lightsaber, I could see.
what are we?
Hold your breath.
I think
Let's get him in the room.
we should get him in there. It'll be safer there. Somebody get a wet cloth.
He's taking
And,
poison damage.
Oh, rip.
Actually, you know what? They would expect him to go there. I actually have some friends that he may do better with. Come this way.
What about the Wookiee?
Well, you know, he has his own agenda.
Please
you
tell me
talking
not going
telepathy
here
or
with
are
these
you
effing
holding-
dancing nerds, please.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm not.
I won't
I'm
stand
gonna
for
do the
this.
knock function.
So they come in. The gas is just filling the room. Oh, hey.
Hey. This is my friend that I asked you, or that I told you about earlier. Tusith. I was gonna see if he could hang out with y'all for a little bit.
He's not. He's nothing like you.
I'm gonna look around the room. I'm gonna look back at my friends. Thank you. But he's just gonna sit.
I mean, all right.
And hang out with y'all. And you might turn the ventilation system off in your room right now. There's some technical difficulties.
Okay.
I step back.
Fine. Come get me when y'all are done being killjoys.
GG.
Okay. Well, that'll help us a little bit, hopefully.
Now we should only talk in telepathy, by the way.
GG.
It's at about this point you all of a sudden feel a large bump, like a shift in the ship as well.
What side?
You can't tell. It's going throughout the whole ship.
Probably the back. It's a big pursuit. Maybe.
Should we split up or should we all head towards do y'all have an idea of where the gas might be coming from? Does anyone know?
The Wookiee said somewhere in the lower part of the ship. That's where the ventilation shafts are.
Well, there's two sides. There's a left and a right. Do we want to split up or
Well, someone should stay here. We still don't know who's actually trying to target him. And by the sounds of that deal, that shady deal, there's no telling.
Zeno, you should stay here and try to push the smoke out with the force, and we'll go check out the ventilation shaft.
Right. I think someone should also go and check to see if the guards are actually still alive,
I can do that.
where
yeah.
the lockers are at, because something's a little off about. Oh, sorry.
Y'all take 2
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah,
Through
put
this
'em out,
conversation, you're breathing in a little bit of the gas.
Alright.
You're beginning to feel its effects.
At this point, I'm going to stop talking.
Yeah, put them out. Go check that out and maybe see if you can get our equipment.
Then now we're talking.
Not put them out. I'll just say. Sorry. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sorry about that.
Yeah. And yeah, somebody try that wet cloth thing. It'd probably help.
You're a wet cloth.
Right.
As a moment passes and you're all splitting up, going your own ways, you can all see that the ventilation, the gas has now gotten stronger. There's more of it coming through faster.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I guess I guess I'll try to like stop the gas from flowing?
The ventilation's been turned off in that room, so there's no gas flowing into the room.
Oh, okay.
There's just gas that's already there because they didn't turn it off immediately.
Yeah, but they probably inhaled it already. So
Yeah, they're still
gone.
coughing up a little bit here.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
All right, so Zeno, you're staying in the room. Aji-sai. All right, so something's happening here, Aji-sai, as you approach. As you get closer, the tokens don't accurately reflect what you're seeing, what's actually there. You're hearing blaster fire.
Ah, shit. So there's no one in this room.
So you're hearing blaster fire before you approach the door.
Okay.
As you actually enter the door, you do see them.
Oh boy. Who's gonna stop me now?
And you also see people who are in the room. I'm accidentally grabbing a body that I meant to not grab. And almost revealing something I didn't mean to reveal.
That could be offensive.
You open the door and you can see a number of Shydop, which you recall pirates looking a lot like this back when you stole the spice.
Yeah.
No way, dude. No way.
You can see a Shydop there. They have blasters. All of the guards are dead, and they have devices over their mouth, clearly intended to block out the poison.
I'll immediately telepathy to Zeno. So like, Zeno, I might need your help in your boarding area.
Hey, you!
What's wrong?
Hands up!
They are pirates here. Help. Telepathy. I'll not talk. I'll just hold my breath and be like...
Like, all right, you're gonna come with me. He's got the blast. You can see he has a blaster pistol.
I'll act scared.
Let me update the other parts of this real quick.
He's scared right now. Can't remember. I just were you one of the ones that had a weapon on them?
Yep.
What do you mean? The
Like,
ones that...
Didn't you have didn't you get your lightsaber back?
I have to, not my lightsaber, I got Zeno's.
Oh boy.
And I got the holocron, which I think I gave the holocron to Zeno though.
I've got one of the holocrons, yeah. The
other one got taken.
Turns out that's what they're really here for, is the holocron.
You know, Zeno, you might want to give me your lightsaber stats, like any upgrades you might have, just in case.
Like none.
Okay, it's just basic ass lightsaber.
Remember, you're not proficient in his lightsaber, just yours. So
True.
He tells you to follow him, Aji-sai. Says, "Come on, this way, ahead of me." He's gesturing back, sort of towards the way you came.
Oh, so the way I...
Or sorry, the way you entered the ship. He's gesturing you this way.
Sure.
So much for getting away.
I'll slowly walk.
So you said you did telepathy to Zeno. So So put in mind, I do not know this.
You guys would be probably out of range by now or something. I don't know.
I'm lenient with the range right now. As you're in the same ship, the same map, it's okay if you want to keep using telepathy.
Nah, I will probably just message Zeno because you guys need to shut off the gas anyway.
Right. He's just got the blaster pistol. He kind of like puts it into your back. Says, "Keep moving."
A blaster pistol? You're just happy to see me. I'm gonna hold my breath now.
He's following you through.
That's what he walk, maybe Zeno can catch up.
So you can see all these doors in this area are open except for the door into the captain's room. And as you get right there, you can see that the doors all the way through to the airlock are open where you arrived. And you can see that there is a ship that is docked.
Oh, shit.
What the
I'm about to be
docking
kidnapped.
shit is this?
I remember the ship.
Says, "All right, keep going. You're going to take a left here."
Hey, this is the one we couldn't steal.
GG.
So he gestures you down to the next room. It's all right. Now through that last door. Are you still holding your breath this whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Roll an endurance check.
I've trained all my life for this.
The events, we're gonna go to you all separately here, as though the time is happening simultaneously, but we're just doing it one at a time.
That's something I will do in a little bit. So
You're right. As I didn't say anything because I was like, I would just
10. It is a success, I think. It's like starts at 10 and always goes up by 2 each round.
Double check real quick, just in case. Yep, DC 10 plus 2 per round.
Yep.
All right, he says,
2.
"Get
Almost got
inside."
one.
Door opens up.
Rounds by now.
At this point, I'm going to ignite my lightsaber. Fuck these guys.
He's got a weapon. All right, you all are gonna
I just
initiate
attacked it.
combat here. You can get the surprise attack.
Alright. Would it technically be a full round attack action against this one
No.
right next to me? Okay.
No.
I tried.
They forgot about my element of surprise.
I need to get my stats correctly.
Alright.
For this lightsaber.
That's fine. Just
Man,
roll
ain't
initiative
got-
when you're ready.
This is the
Alright.
true defense that we've been waiting to see of Ajisai, everyone. Just when
GG.
Yeah, just
Sure
remember
we
his
have.
armor's off.
I
Yeah.
know, that's why I want to see what
So,
happens here.
This will be very interesting. While you're doing that,
My AC's not bad.
while we're doing that, we'll get back to you. Zeno, so you're inside the room. Is there anything special you're doing?
Hearing that from Adi's side, and then he just kind of cut out. I'm gonna send a broadcast to the rest of the crew, unless they actually overheard that as well.
Rest of the
Mike-
crew, you mean the players?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Our personal the Padawan.
Is
former
Dross
Padawan.
10 included with this?
Honestly forgot he was.
I haven't updated all the other tokens right now because you're not in the rooms.
So I'm gonna say no because I actually forgot he was here.
Okay.
So to Putumayo and Midas, it sounds like Ajisai's in some trouble.
Okay.
Give him some backup.
All right, you head there. We'll try to get this gas taken care of and then head there as well.
Yeah, to stick with the client, so I'll try and keep him back a little bit.
Maybe see if Dross 10 can help you with the client, but we need to get to Ajisai.
Yeah, right. And then I
Wait,
I
I forgot Dross 10 was here. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna dial up Dross 10. Hey, Dross.
Hello.
Number you are calling. It's not.
GG. he's blocking me.
Says hello.
Dross, we can use your help. Surely you've sensed the disturbance here, the gas
Yeah.
coming out.
Yes, and I have already breathed in the poison a little.
Where are you?
I am where I was, escorting the Elder Esperian to a safe location before I investigated what was going on.
Come back to past the fountain and immediately to the right where the private
Left.
quarters are.
Left.
Left. Sorry, I was looking. I was like in my head from the opposite.
Say, all right, very well, I'll get to you soon.
All right, you stay here. Let's say Tuesday.
All right. If you want to get a drink while you're out.
It's like, can you no more drinks?
All about partying with this guy. Jeez.
GG.
All right, let's go to Midas. Where did you go?
Bottom right.
Bottom right. All right, so you have entered this room. You can tell there's a lot of people inside little pods. They seem to be they're completely unaware of what's going on, and their pods seem to be airtight.
Oh yeah, I was.
Convenient. Is this door unlocked?
Yes.
Walk through.
You walk
Is
through, you can
this-
see more doors.
Is he said bottom? Is the door below me unlocked?
Yes.
Walk through.
You can see there's a guy there with a gas mask on. He's gonna look at you.
Those come standard.
No. I got one from the ventilation room just in case of emergencies. I'm here checking out the situation. What are you doing here?
You were able to do that that quick?
I mean, it's been like 30 seconds and I work in the room just south of this one. I'm typically in charge of engines.
Can I do perception to see if he's lying?
Yeah. Roll deception on this guy. little beta.
GG.
Real quick, so you got a little bit of meta knowledge here with that.
Or I didn't see it.
I'm just gonna roll that publicly. I rolled as the wrong token, but that's him. You doubt what he is saying. You feel as though he is lying. The situation is suspicious at best.
Do I notice his weapon on him?
Yes, you can tell he has a stun rod, just like the other guards.
Is it in his hand or is it on his side?
It's on his belt right now.
Oh, okay. Well, thank goodness. I'm gonna walk up and look at the screen next to him. What's going on?
I was just about to go inside the room and check, so I don't know.
So I want to grab this. Is he looking back at the screen?
The screen's through a wall. He's looking at you.
Okay. Do you know if there has been anybody that has boarded us yet or anything?
I mean, the captain said there was something going on, but we haven't heard an update, so probably not.
I'm gonna start.
You should go check.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna start acting like I'm getting woozy. I'm sorry, I've been breathing in a lot of this. Yeah, so I'm gonna fall towards him.
You will have taken some poison damage. This is the poison damage that any of you who are not holding your breath at this point will have taken.
Talking, I imagine that.
So if you're talking, you've taken damage.
Did you roll?
Yeah, it's the 5.
Oh.
So I'm damage.
So I'm gonna fall towards him, like directly in the middle of him. So he has to try to either catch me or kind of move back a little bit.
Yeah, you can see as you're falling, he tries to step out of the way.
So when I go to fall, I'm gonna fall to my knees, and then when I go forward, I'm gonna try to grab the stun rod off of his side.
All right, stealth check.
Because he's not paying attention. It's not real stealthy.
It's stealth because it's a sleight of hand.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm just generally trying to take it.
You want a stealth check, or you want a goddamn disarming?
You succeed.
What's better for you, eh?
You succeed in grabbing it.
All right, and then I'm going to I'm gonna stand up immediately, and as I'm standing up, jolt it into his chest or neck or whatever open spot is, and turn it on and.
All right, standard melee hit check. The damage is 3d6. Plus your strength. Plus half your level.
Plus your strength. Plus half your level. Standard melee hit check. Well, I was not prepared.
This is considered a advanced melee weapon, which I believe you're proficient in, so I don't think.
Yeah. I wonder if it's close to like a force pike.
It should pretty much be the same, yeah.
Except pikes are 2d8. You said 3d6?
Yep. It only deals stun damage.
Got it.
Piercing energy.
Oh, this one's just energy.
That's fine. I just rolled my force pike because it'd be the same. I changed the name of it.
He takes half the damage. He takes one condition for being hit, and then a second one for it breaching his damage threshold.
And then do we roll? Are we going into combat?
Yes, you two are also entering combat, so you can go ahead and roll initiative as well.
Good lord.
His initiative is going to be faltered because of his condition.
GG. Still rolls 20.
Rolled an 11. right. We'll get back to you. Punamayo, you are in the bottom left area. What are you doing?
So not sure if you heard me before, but I've
I
been
did
trying
not.
to hold my breath. Yeah, I've been trying to hold my breath, but I'm gonna walk in here and I'm just going to, glance at this guy. Do I notice anything, different about his demeanor? Is he
Yes,
aware of
he
what's
is on the
going
ground
on?
unconscious.
Ah, got it. Okay. I guess this is not the ventilation room. Hmm. Can I access this computer right here to see
Use computer.
uh, if this is the ventilation room?
Use computer.
All right. I will use the computer.
The computator.
GG.
I am the computator. Rewatching Terminator and going through the series again.
Oh yeah.
GG.
Second
Move
movie's
on.
really fucking good. I really like the
Welcome.
second and third.
Just welcome
Dude.
to Terminator D&D.
Yeah, I don't think that'd do well. Star Wars is
Hey,
already having
hey.
a hard enough time. Grumble, grumble.
I'll be back.
All right, I want to be liquid metal. Let's play.
It would be liquid metal. So as you interact with the computer, Putumayo, you can tell that these are engine controls. You can increase the output, you can decrease the output, you can entirely disable the engine, or you could leave it functioning as normal.
These are engine controls. I feel like your engine controls would have your ventilation controls on them because your car dashboard has your AC on it.
Unfortunately, it's not a car.
Fortunately, it's not a car. I'm going to make note of this. I don't want to mess with anything because I'm trying to be stealthy here. So I'm going to see if there's anything of note on this guy. Like if there's
He has a stun rod.
here's a stun rod. That's it. All right, I'm gonna pick up the stun rod. I'm gonna hide it within my cloak. And I'm going to step out and go into this room. And well, do I enter initiative here?
No, you're not in combat.
Okay. I like to access this computer, but are you gonna switch to somebody else now, or?
No, roll another use computer. They're about to have combat. I'm gonna give you a little bit of time here.
I'm a little concerned, so I'm gonna use a force point.
Okay.
Oh snap!
Looks like it's gonna be solid unless you roll a nat 1. All right. You can tell confidently that these are mechanical operation controls. They take care of the electrical grid. You can disable power to certain rooms. You can't do anything to the bridge, but you can disable power to essentially all the luxury rooms if you wanted.
Well, the AC in like your house runs off of electricity. Couldn't I turn off the electricity to the ventilation?
Doing that would probably slow the poison, you could assume.
Okay. I'm going to press the big green AC button.
Disabling the ventilation electrical system.
Yes.
Okay.
Is
You
there
notice
a
that
map
there's no
on this
movement of
computer?
air at all, so you can no longer breathe.
Right? Like I just turn off oxygen. I'll just,
So you turned
should
that
I-
off?
Yeah, should I roll an endurance check because I've been holding my breath?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I turned that off.
All right, you were able to continue holding your breath. You turn it off. You can tell that the gas flow has stopped. All of you will see this at about this time, that the gas flow has suddenly been cut off.
Oh wow.
But it's not like there's air replacing it now. It's just the gas is
Yeah,
settling.
we just have to have someone like either inhale it all or somehow like make it be gone.
Is there any
Open up the
options here
airlock.
for the ventilation itself? Like, I don't know, a dehumidifier or a purifier or something?
No, you can't
Okay.
control any of what's going through the actual vents.
Is there a map on this computer?
Yes.
Okay. Does this map tell me that this computer is the exact same computer that I'm using?
Yeah, it has a whole "You Are Here" button.
And this computer is the same
Nice.
function as this computer.
Yes, you can tell they have the exact same function.
Okay. Is there a I was gonna say wellness room, but I realized that that might get lost in translation. Is there a I guess chemical room? Where do you control AC, HVAC room? There we go.
Yeah, you can see that there's a place where ventilation controls are. And you can say it is on the exact opposite side of the ship to the right.
So where Midas is basically.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna speak telepathically to Midas. And I'm gonna say, "Hey, look around for a ventilation room. There, it should be somewhere on your side."
He's like wrestling.
Well, they're busy at the
Got
moment.
you.
I'll get there in 1 second.
I'll say you on the system. You'll also see that.
Walk in here.
Okay, while you're on the computer, you see that there is also an alert saying that the ship has been boarded. There's a ship docked.
Thanks, computer.
Bless you.
Is there a distress signal that's going out right now?
No, and there is nothing that you can send out from this terminal.
Okay, I mean that's good, honestly.
Bro, this
All
guy
right.
set us up, man.
All right, you head into that room. That'll be the end of your turn as you see these two are both unconscious, face first into their food.
Damn.
All right.
Start eating it.
Let's go up to Ajisai as he is first in turn order.
Really want
Can
to
I
see how
skip
this
Xeno
goes.
like that? There we go.
I had Xena go.
Okay. Alright, I'm still gonna do my surprise attack, I guess.
Oh, you already did.
He didn't actually roll it yet.
I didn't roll it.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were gonna skip him until he got to it.
God damn it.
That didn't matter.
It's
That
a real shame.
It's a yikers.
A real shame on my end too, because I didn't put the HP in all these tokens before I copied them.
Well, too bad.
So I'll have to do that
Guess they're immortal.
manually.
Copy
All right.
paste.
So that was your surprise turn. Now you were first in turn order. You were good to go.
Alright, I fucking revealed it. I'm a Jedi already. I'm just gonna F in. Force grip this one.
Okay.
Let's try to. It's gonna
How'd
force
that-
grip his ass.
How did that reveal you're a Jedi? All you did was
You're gonna grip his ass.
Yeah, why are you force gripping his ass?
Nah. Force grip his ass.
Can you imagine him just being like, ah?
Like, shit. I just was like, no, November's finally over.
All right.
Finally.
That is a success. You can see that he is
Just
currently grabbing his throat.
Alright, I'm gonna move around him and like take cover behind him. And as my swift action, enter Juyu.
Okay.
I don't know if I can actually move him towards like
Just like
No, you
blaster
can't.
fire. Okay. That's too bad.
All right, it is now the Shut Up's turn. This one's going to run over here. And he's not attacking you. You can see he turns around and starts interacting with the machines behind him.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
wondering what the heck those were.
And you can see that this one activates.
All right, who had that EMP grenade?
Even
the
if I did have
fox.
it, it's gone.
GG.
All right, so that turret is now active. That's all he's done for his part of the turn. This one, it's just going to try. He's like kind of trying to get around the shot. He's going to take the shot anyway, just with the guy there.
Really hope it hits him. Not you, the other guy.
So he'll have a -5 to his hit check here.
Hit no.
And
my armor was so bad.
it doesn't hit his buddy, but it does. You can tell that he's definitely influenced the aim.
Good.
This one here is going to go around there, take a shot at you with his angle. Actually, it's not going to matter based on the rules of this. He'll still take the -5 penalty. He'll take the shot at you. Oof. Looks like another hefty miss, I'd wager.
That's a hit.
Yeah. That's a hit.
GG.
Phew.
All right. That is the turn of that one. The turret is now going to go.
It can't shoot. Guys in front.
That'd be awesome. Make a solid point.
It can take a shot.
Oh,
At him.
It will take a shot at you, but it nat ones and hits him.
Yes.
Nice.
It's
Ah,
a malfunction.
our stupid turret. He just kind of kicks it.
Hope it breaks it. Like
And now
repair
it's
it
not
works.
recognized him as an enemy.
I'll
Self-defense protocol.
we'll have him deal unarmed damage to it.
Bro, what?
Yo.
You recognize him as,
Excuse
as an enemy now?
Well, you see, he kicks it and it just breaks apart. You can tell that this is a flimsy turret.
GG.
I
This
don't
man
know, his
roundhouse
legs seem kind of strong.
This
said
is
he's
great.
A flimsy turret and a strong man.
This is great. Hey, I just said that could have been you.
That could have been you.
It could have been you. That was your 20. That 20 was meant for you.
God
So,
damn,
real.
that
Feel lucky.
crit damage.
I
But that
changed
was a
fate
melee
today.
attack. Like unarmed melee attack. Bro.
My armor attack is as good.
It was.
Yeah, it's 1d4 damage too. That's all accurate though.
Good gosh.
His melee is squared.
Does he have a
It's
five strength?
because he
Yeah.
critted, it was
Oh,
times
that's
2.
strength.
Oh, right.
Yo, this guy's level 10.
He's non-heroic level 10.
Okay.
Non-heroic.
That's an actual thing. The NPCs most of the time are non-heroic, so they can deal a lot of damage. They can have decent hit checks, but they have a lot less HP.
Yeah, and the skill looks true.
At no abilities, usually.
Yeah, or like a handful.
Copium.
All right, Midas, you're up.
I'm gonna go to Naman and I'm gonna hit him again.
All right.
Oh.
He drops unconscious.
GG.
Okay.
Then he hits him again. He keeps hitting him.
This time hit him again, Ike. This time put some tank on it.
Take his
I'm gonna.
mask.
Yeah. First, I'm gonna take the mask.
Okay.
Put it on, and then I'm gonna search it. Can I search his body to see if there's anything else, like a key or anything? Like
You find only this. You find only his clothing.
Okay. All right. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run to this room and look at these and see if they're the ventilation.
All right. Use computer.
Oh boy.
You are confident that those are the engine controls.
Oh, good. Here we go.
Are you going to disable the engine?
Shut
No.
up.
You're going to interact with them in any way?
Are they? Does it show that the engines are on?
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
But I'll move back to the other room if you'll let me.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll check out this room first.
All right. Roll perception. You can see a number of pipes around, as well as places where some gas canisters have been put in.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna take those out and shut them.
All right. You take them out.
Guess I'll roll. Use the force check, or not use the force. Use computer check again to see.
If you want to
All right,
interact with the
you're up.
computer. Yep.
Yeah. And yep. Okay.
All right, you do see the controls are all there. Currently, it is just functioning as normal, though.
Even with putting my turning it off.
Well, you can see they're off, but beyond that, like, there's nothing that's been tampered with beyond them being disabled.
Okay, so they've been disabled, and I've taken the canisters out. Just for good measure, what about this room? Same thing, or
Exact
different?
same thing.
But is there
The
canisters?
canisters are not in that one.
And then my last thing, can I drag him into like this room right here, and then like do something to the door to where it gets locked?
Yeah, in typical Star Wars fashion, you can like shoot or attack the panel.
Yeah, I'll just
Just punch it.
or drop kick it, do something.
Just slam the stun rod into it.
All right, that's fine.
All right, and you can see it seal shut.
Hey, what room number is that? For my knowledge.
113.
Is that okay? Hey, I locked a guy in room 113. Got it.
Yep.
Thought that
And
was
whereas you have removed the gas and everything, there's no like the gas is still flowing in the air because the vents are disabled. There's nothing that you can do about it there.
All right, and then will you allow me to move any, or do you want me to?
That's gonna be the end.
Yep.
All right, Zeno.
All right. I'm just waiting to meet old Dross. Said he's on the way.
Right. Forgot about that.
Shout out to
I saw
that.
some metagame stuff that he was doing down here.
Shout out to that crit.
Dross has met up with you.
Yeah, the client's in here.
Good.
All right. I'm gonna go see what's going on. Thought you say something's not right.
Very well. So I will be watching the client.
That's right.
All right. You'll take 5 damage for breathing the oxygen. Oxygen, the gas.
He was talking.
Oh
about
yeah, I
it.
forgot. Our force bond, does it also apply to this?
What?
That'd be too broken.
The force bond damage for the poison?
Yes.
Did you say everybody? Like everybody?
I shouldn't have mentioned it.
This was just to Zeno.
Gotcha.
Man, it's like the heal though.
I suppose it is. I can.
So you've taken 5 damage to Zeno. Ajisai, you've taken 3 damage.
GG.
You can make your way up into this area right here if you wish, Zeno. Kind of
I'm
up until
gonna
the first door.
die.
He's not going to go help. He's going to go talk to the the Wookiee.
Or if you're, if you're doing the Wookiee, you can do that. I wasn't sure.
Get the
what you were
Wookiee to help. Get the Wookiee to help right now.
I don't want to waste too much time, but yeah, all right.
doing. All right. You knock on the door. There is no response.
All right.
Zeno.
GG. All right, just so it can be in character, let me use foresight to look through.
All right. Roll use the force. There's that. You can see that he and the Trandoshan are on the other side of the walls, but he is, you can see he's just watching the door, like kind of fist ready.
All right. I'm going to speak directly into his mind. In Wookiees.
All right, what are you saying?
I'm not your enemy. And I need your help.
How are you doing this?
It's my race.
It's
My
not important
species.
right now. What's important is everybody getting out of here alive.
I've been hired to protect my client. As long as we're in this room, he's safe.
Yeah, and when the rest of these actually I don't know access metagame.
I told you they were pirates.
Okay, yeah.
Wasn't this one of the guys that was talking shit about having hired help at that table? You dick.
GG. Well, when these pirates finally take over, you think you can take them all?
I think I'll have an easier chance once you die weakening them.
Who says I'm gonna die?
Call it a hunch.
I've got a crew backing me up. And get solid intel.
Good luck.
Gosh dang you.
Selfish prick. I get Dross 10 in here.
So you can tell with your force vision, you can also see that he definitely had a dark force leaning. He's not necessarily a good guy.
Making him a good deal. Give him like some credits. So say you give him credits. More than this guy.
You want some crackers?
Some crackers.
How much is he paying you?
50,000 credits.
We can double it.
You know we're gonna get like $1 million out of this.
You got it.
All right, you can stop there. Budabaya, what are you doing?
Before I enter this room, I'm gonna reach out telepathically to Midas and ask him if he was able to find a room.
Oh yeah. I was able to find the person responsible. I have taken the I found the room where the ventilation was, and I have taken the poison out of the shafts.
Are you
But I
telling
noticed
me
that
or you
through
broadcasting that
the
to everybody?
through telepathy,
Are you telling everybody? You're just telling me.
telling you at this point.
Okay.
So, but I noticed that the air vents are off now, and it wouldn't let me turn them back on. It would pump clean air at this point if we turn it back on somehow.
All right. I'm gonna tell everybody else that, and then I'm gonna walk down here. I won't enter this room. Well, is this door open?
Yep.
Can I?
You can see a
what
janitor's
room is
closet
this?
with
It's a
janitorial
janitor's
supplies.
Okay, I'm gonna walk out.
Janitor.
I'm gonna walk back over here to this computer, and I'm going to roll another user computer check.
You don't have to reroll it. You've used the computer once before.
I want to put it in reverse, Terry.
You want to turn back on the vents?
I want to put it in
Back up.
reverse to start sucking air.
All you can do is reactivate the ventilation system, hoping that now, without the gas installed, it would start to naturally do what's processed to cleanse
Just
the
open
air.
up the airlock, man. Come on.
Can I write a script to put it in reverse?
Roll a use the computer check.
Reverse, Terry.
I look up on the HoloNet how to do the script first so I can steal
Oh,
from someone.
Lord.
Oh yeah, actually, can I look on my? I don't have it. I can't look on the HoloNet. Well, no, I can look on the HoloNet on the computer. Is this connected to the internet?
Yeah, it's connected to the HoloNet. This will take time though for you to research this. So, if that's what you're doing, it's just going to take a little bit.
Is that going to modify the use of computer check at all by doing research?
Yes.
Okay, I'll see if there's a one-liner out there to reverse airflow.
Okay, predetermined code. Okay.
Yeah, like Stack Overflow.
Yeah. Go to Space Anonymous, see if they've got something on their website.
Yeah, just a real quick check before I try to write this up.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that check then.
I thought it was going to take time, so I was expecting.
Well,
to do it
this will
on-
determine how if you get a bonus to your research speed.
Oh, okay.
All right. You start looking into the process. We'll come back to you. All right. The poison is still in the air as of right now, so anybody who has been breathing or speaking and not been holding their breath, you are going to take some immediate damage. If you're holding your breath, roll an endurance check.
Alright,
Oh,
it has
I'm
been
like,
around.
We must
so-
endure.
I'm like Michael Phelps.
GG.
That crit damage won't apply to this, so that's still in the 5 damage.
Oh, yes.
The DC for the second turn was 14, so Putumayo, you have failed. You have taken 5 damage.
I'm not like Michael Phelps.
GG.
I don't know why you Midas is running a endurance check. Don't you have a mask?
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I rolled that 4 Putumayo, so
There's something I do here on the GM layer. 1 second.
We got the big boss. Walk him right on over. Power Captain.
All right. Ajisai, you're up.
I want to maintain my use of force, my force grip on this one for my action.
feel like I'm maintaining.
And I want to take the mask from him.
Okay.
and
So if
put it
you're
on.
maintaining it, go ahead and re-roll the force grip for the damage.
I thought it was only when I take damage.
Nah, you gotta roll every turn.
Maintain the powers as a standard action. Must make a new use of force check each turn. Maintain. Okay.
Mhm.
I believe in you though.
And for damage as well. So you just re-roll the whole
Oh,
ability. But
yeah.
we'll keep the 30
I don't know
for
why I
the...
did use of force. Well, that's better. Still, it's the same thing though.
You can tell he's losing his control. He's dropped on the condition tracker, and you have maintained the grip.
All right, and then I'll take the mask from him.
All right.
I'm gonna move. I guess I stay here, or like move like this,
Okay.
trying to like take cover.
All right. Shide up turn. This one's gonna step there. This one's gonna shoot with the body in the way. And this guy, once they're done, he's gonna charge and go and punch you. Not an actual charge. He's just gonna run up and punch you.
Oh no!
I wish he would have charged.
Comes the nat 20.
He
Oh,
would
wait,
charge
just-
if he could, but there's not enough movement.
Somebody
no.
should cut the
Bam
camera
for
feed.
rush.
GG.
Actual feet.
Yeah.
Like a bamfa. That's a miss.
So that's the one that had the penalty. This is the one without the penalty. Still a miss. And then here is the unarmed one.
Good God.
Guessing that one's a hit.
yeah.
All right.
My armor wouldn't be.
Is that the
he
same
goes
guy
in-
from earlier.
Punches into you. Yep.
Yep, this guy is a.
You can tell he's annoyed after you got the backfire from the turret. It just goes and punches you in the jaw.
It's amazing.
GG.
Oh, you want to play this game, huh?
Suddenly I feel pain.
He's also going to yell out, "If two of us drop, one of you two go and get backup. Inform the captain as well."
Oh, Captain, my captain.
They just kind of nod. Well, obviously, the condition hasn't been met, so they're not doing anything yet. All right, Midas.
How far can I move?
We're going to keep you to standard movement now. So 60 feet total, if you're doing a full movement. If you're running, I'll say you can get to the end of a hallway. If it does not, or if it exceeds 60 feet. So you can go through one of those doors if you wish. Alright, that's it for you. Udamayo. You're continuing working? Are you going to just continue researching?
I'd also like to know if I can access the camera feed from this.
There is no
Okay.
camera feed.
There's no. Are the cameras on the ship at all?
You have not seen any cameras. This is a luxury ship. It is very uncommon for cameras to be in that situation.
Of course.
As
Screw
their
you.
high-class clientele consider that a breach of their privacy.
Of course.
Like in real life,
Oh.
even though they breach your privacy. And you use Zuckerberg.
Absolutely.
I should have named one of these guys Space Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
GG.
Like
Too late.
Zuckerberg.
Actually, it's not too late.
It's
We
not
still get
Zuckerberg.
dialogue.
We might have met them already, but they didn't tell us the name.
There
So
we
yeah,
go.
I'm trying to like write a script I'm trying to reverse the airflow to suck the poison up.
Yep, so you're still working on that. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take you a little bit more time here. Zeno.
Yeah. Am I gonna roll another user computer check or no?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still gonna move standard.
Yep, standard movement now at this point.
Okay, so I'm gonna force.
This door is open, but no one seems aware of you.
Okay. I'm gonna foresight because I want to look through this wall.
And you can see pretty much everything clearly. Oops. The guy who I forgot to mark is dead.
Through here.
Yeah, everything into those first two rooms you can see very clearly.
Okay.
You can actually even see through these rooms on your right side. And you can see the two Gruda that welcomed you into the ship are unconscious, face first in the table.
All right. At least they're alive. All right. So, let's see how we're gonna do this.
Assassinate them through the wall. One by one.
Pretty much what I was gonna do here. Yeah. Let's see if I can do this like.
It's like clear all over again.
It's a little bit cooler. Let's see. I'm gonna use force stun on this guy, which is gonna use the. Well, actually, you're kind of actually have to think about that. I'll use force grip because that way I don't have to like force you down the condition.
Thank
All
God.
right.
I was gonna try to be cool, but I'm almost out of force points, so.
Not yet.
Ooh, unfortunately, the walls seem a little bit thicker than you anticipated, and even though you could see through them, you're just not able to accurately get the grip on him. He just kind of like feels like an itch as you can see through, just like
Now
brushes
he's
it
like,
off.
is my mask not right on? Like, how's the poison leaking through?
With
And
that,
then,
we'll have you roll for initiative as well.
Okay.
Just force persuade them that they need to fight each other.
You wanted to send the result of this roll to the turn tracker, but not a token. But my token selected.
Oof.
Apparently you
Oof.
didn't.
I can still
Rookie
see my
move.
HP.
Rookie
whatever.
move. Yeah, sometimes
You
selecting
gotta-
your
you gotta
token
click
and
it
having
again.
it be selected isn't actually having it be selected. Just a little
GG.
programming background issue.
All right. Well, it's 26. So I guess I'll just. I'll
It makes sense to a computer, Midas. Don't worry.
Since it was technically for Zeno, it was a surprise round.
GG.
No,
Guys,
that
you
was his
can't-
actual.
I know.
All
That's
right.
bullshit.
I guess I'll. And then yeah.
Yes, that's where your turn order was. Aji Sai's now up. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Invisible creature's now up first.
wow,
Ooh.
I
Oh,
say
wow,
invisible.
wow.
I mean he's on the GM layer.
wow, I know. Wow.
Roll a use the force check, Aji Sai. You
Just
can as
normal
well,
one?
Zeno.
Uh-oh, that's never good.
Yeah, that's fine. GG. Nah, but if I hit that, I'm out. See ya.
All right, Aji Sai, you're too focused on the situation in front of you. But Zeno, you feel a sudden dark presence has entered the ship.
What is this?
Does it feel familiar?
Oh, that's gotta be bad. For
On your
me.
turn, you can actively roll for it if you want to see if it's familiar or not.
Yeah.
All right, but Aji Sai, you're up.
I'll keep maintaining the force grip.
All right, and that breaks his neck and he drops dead.
And then I'll run towards the door, take an attack of opportunity from the fist guy.
Yes, you will.
Nat 20.
Looks like he misses. As soon as you get through the door, Aji Sai, you see the person who is approaching.
Ah, shit.
Nah.
You can see his eyes lock on to you and they get wide.
Mine too is like, I have an idea. I'm not Ajisa. I don't know who.
I wasn't expecting to see you here. This has worked out nicely.
I had the mask on, right?
Yeah, but
Like in Free Talk.
you can tell that he still tells who you are.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
It's your force.
didn't expect to see you here. You caught up fast.
Yes. He just draws his lightsaber.
This is so bad with my armor on. Why? Why are you doing this to me?
I wasn't expecting you to charge up at this top part here without any allies.
Just go get your armor.
Yeah.
Dude. It's like right there.
What do you mean it's right there? It's the fucking room with 3 other people.
It also takes a little bit of time to put armor like
yeah,
that
it's
on.
heavy armor. I gotta like don that shit.
Hey, I don't see you coming up with any bright ideas.
I was gonna close this door, like lock it,
Yeah, go back inside and close it.
Well,
but I'm
you
out of action. So
you still have a
can I
swift
skip
action,
it?
Aji Sai, so
Is it like a panel? Maybe I can like slice up with my lightsaber. So
you
like,
can't
it's
attack it with the
locked.
lightsaber, but you can touch it to turn it to close it. But I mean, they can just open it again, but it'll take a swift
Yeah.
action.
Just shut it.
GG.
For my swift action, I guess I'll dark rage.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll close it unless it's like automatic. Would it be automatic?
It'd be a swift action, so you'd close the door.
Nah, I close the door.
All right, door's shut,
Guys.
and now it's their turn. I'll roll for strength now, actually putting him in official turn order instead of just doing what I was doing.
I decided, are you gonna tell anybody that you met someone?
I'm too occupied.
Okay.
This is a shock for me
Alright.
too. I
He'll-
didn't even sense.
His first turn here will be skipped since I had him go first in turn order.
Oh god, good thing he rolled a 19.
Got skipped.
I get another turn to run.
All right, but this guy's gonna go up, open the door, and he's gonna take a shot at you. This one's gonna move here, take a shot at you. This one's gonna charge up and make a punch at you.
But is he gonna go up and punch first?
No.
So you, hey Connor, you skipped me.
Did I?
Yeah, you.
No,
said
you
I'm
moved
gonna
up to the door. You moved up through the hallway.
Yeah, but then you went back around and you said the dude. What you said? I'm going to have this dude take his turn, and then I never.
Well, yeah,
went
you're
again.
out of turn order. as you're not actively in combat.
Yeah, but I'm after Zeno generally, and he did the force choke, and then I didn't go again.
Well, you went before him.
But that
You went up to
no.
the end of the hallway.
Yeah, but that was like forever ago.
It is. I didn't skip you. I'm pretty sure.
I'm after Zeno.
That's ahead.
Oh well.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I've had you been going before Zeno every time.
Ouch.
You could argue it's after from a certain point of view, but from
It's whatever.
It hurts.
that one's a nat 1. That's gonna shoot past. This is from the guy on the right. That's gonna shoot past and go to strength.
Deflect.
And he does not have deflect, so that is going to be a hit against him.
Great. He's gonna slaughter the pirates. He's like, what the fuck, man?
GG.
Just gonna slam into him. Or not the other guy.
Matrix dodge. I just magic dodged it.
He just kind of annoyed, glares up at you, and the other guy just kind of like swallows.
Hey, not my fault.
And the punch.
That's a
He is-
hit.
Consistent 27 and higher.
Yeah, they wouldn't even hit me if I had a goddamn armor.
Yeah, he rolled 27 last time. He rolled a
All
crit.
right. Midas, you're up now.
So how'd you say this is your true form?
GG.
Yeah, I got 23 AC. So, yeah.
So you'll let me go like through there? Would that be okay?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Cool.
All
Oh,
right.
That's my turn.
Putumayo, you're up.
As I'm running through, is there any racist comments said by these people, or
They're all unconscious, sorry.
I didn't want to hear that today.
Oh, you goddamn ill.
All right, Putumayo, at this point, you have finally found what you think is enough information to try and input it into the system to reverse the flow.
Yeah.
So roll another use computer check.
All right.
You succeed putting it in, and the airflow begins to be reversed, so you can see the gas starts to be sucked up out of the rooms.
All right. I'm just gonna, hop on the comms. Well, not comms. Hop on the mental comms. What's the situation?
There's a disturbance.
Strength is here.
Oh, okay. All right.
I need some assistance up at the boarding part of the ship.
Can you hold out for like 2 more turns?
I don't know.
Give me about 5 minutes. I'll be there.
I'm on my way. I'm curious what would happen if we just slammed on the brakes. Would that break apart the ship that's locked onto us?
It might. You don't know.
But there's no
Mm.
gravity.
There is not gravity, but there is still inertia because
Well, it's all kind of pressurized, so it wouldn't like rip you all away, but it could rip the ship away. So if that's what you mean for inertia, the ship to the ship.
exactly, yeah, like it'll rip that away. Then this would be connected. It might rip strength. Well, this is open, so
It is
This is
possible
just
it would
all
rip
strength,
strength out from the vacuum of space. It's also possible it would rip Ajisai out.
yeah.
But regardless, that's all meta knowledge, so you don't know any of that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, I'll just do a Leia move.
If you have a heroic moment point, it would be allowed for that.
I
Just use
just-
destiny
I got
point.
something
Yeah,
worse.
I
A
want-
You got a
destiny point.
He's a Skywalker.
All right, I'm gonna go back to this the engines. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start speeding up the ship slowly, but very. I'm gonna be approaching hyperspeed. But I don't know if I can do this all in one turn. But I'm going to start driving faster. Well, not driving faster, but I guess putting more power into the engines, and then abruptly cutting them off to stop. Our force, not physical force gain to try to undock the pirates.
All right, so right now you're speeding up the ship for this turn.
Okay.
You do see an error message pops up saying, warning, right engine not at an equal amount of thrust.
Oh, so we're spinning.
You could essentially, yeah, the ship is now drifting to the right.
All right, boys. This maneuver is going to
What's
set us
the
back
right?
about 25 light years.
Oh boy.
Just hang on.
It's gonna
Jeez.
fly. I was gonna fly like this into this room, right?
Is that-
Get my
you're just
armor on and then
lazily drifting to
midair.
the left.
They could try, but right now it's Zeno's turn.
Oh, sweet.
God.
All right. I'm gonna just look again because I want to see, like, because I kind of remember where everybody's boxes was, but not exactly. So I just want to look and see in the inside of the boxes as well.
You can look and identify where everyone's box is.
All right.
I think mine was one of the upper ones.
Yeah, I don't remember specifically which box was whose, but yours was somewhere over there. Two of you were down here in the bottom right, and one of you was over in the bottom left.
Yeah, I think I'm all the way at the bottom left. I think Zeno's right next to me.
Yeah.
I really wasn't expecting the situation to end up being what it is right now.
I didn't expect him
Yeah.
to already be boarding.
I'm just gonna make a morally questionable decision here because
Oh, great.
this door is closed. Yes.
Yes.
All right. All right. There's too many enemies.
There's too many enemies. Get
Maybe-
Dross 10. Tell him to come. Fuck the client. Strength is you.
You did say Strength was here. But yeah, I don't know if he's here for the client or not. In fact, is he red? He's not red, right?
Man, it doesn't matter. He's
Strength?
after someone.
Client.
Red shinned.
Strength is red-skinned.
Oh, I'd say strength is as red as a Granny Delicious, like a red delicious apple.
Yeah, it's hard to
Granny
see
Delicious.
because he's covered in so much armor. But if he had the faceplate removed, you would be able to see he would have
You
a
can
red
remove
chin.
that?
It's just armor.
Oh. I thought that was like part of his body, like an exoskeleton or something.
Nope. Just his Zarn armor.
Man. Everybody gets an armor these days.
All right,
That's part of their culture.
I'm gonna move right.
You're part of my culture too. I don't have my fucking armor on.
All right.
Gee. I'm gonna move object and throw him right here.
All right. Roll a stealth check as well.
Okay.
There's a point where there could be a crossover of vision. So
Yeah, that's why I moved around the other corner there. So I'm basically trying to make them think that there's somebody over here.
But I just went in fast.
GG.
all right.
I'm gonna try and buy some time.
Oh shit!
Yeah, do something
you-
questionable.
Midas teleports.
That's not what I meant to do.
I remember where you are if you don't.
GG.
Against their will defense, I think that's actually a fail.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yes, I need
just
to run.
barely a fail. You're
Is it
applying the
against their will
plus
defense?
one for it being neutral?
Nope. Didn't know it was neutral.
All right, it is neutral, so you have a plus one, so that will meet their defense, so Ty will go to the attacker.
I thought that was just you succeed the check and then you do it. Oh no, that's against target's will defense. That's right there. I'm fucking stupid.
GG. Nah, it's already on
first
that.
part.
I can't remember half of these.
All right, so you throw him into his buddy, and they both take 14 damage.
All right. Does any of these guys like look around? Like they start gathering.
You can hear a yell out, go, "What the hell just happened?" And another one yell, "What the hell's wrong with you?"
Alright.
And you can tell the other ones seem to be focused on that.
All right.
That it for you?
It's gonna be it for now. Yeah.
All right, Ajisai, you're up.
Run for your life.
Basically.
Let's buy some time, man.
I'm just gonna assume I'm safe to roll this unarmed hit check against you. I'm guessing you're gonna move and trigger the attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Hey, lowest roll yet.
That's a miss.
My God.
Haha.
It was got 11 damage too.
That might be another attack our team is gonna start. Oh boy.
Yeah, you
Am I
better
really gonna do this?
run fast. Hope you had a destiny point.
I do got a destiny point.
You could
Do
run
I-
into the onto the bridge. You never know what's in there.
Yeah. Did Zeno like look in there? Did you
His
see
vision
anything?
could not go through that next layer.
It's just
Okay.
Mysterious. Or these forums.
But I'm either baiting you into a trap or I'm trying to help you. It's one of the two.
You know the truth.
Oh, of
But,
course.
my first move action is gonna be right here. This is 30 feet.
Okay.
Oh God. Do I? Is there panels on this door that I could maybe slice through? Like to close the door as I'm like going by it.
So, yes. Oh, as you're going by it.
Yeah. So basically, it would take my action, and then with my movement, I'd be here.
Yes.
Bless you, God. Hopefully that will buy some time.
All right, so you're attacking the panel to try and seal the door?
Yeah.
Okay. And that'll be your turn. Now it is the shite up. This guy's gonna say, "We have the intruder. He somehow got free of the brig." Your health doing? That's not great. All right, well, these three are gonna shoot at you.
The door's open.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
all of those doors were open except for the one to the bridge. You walked through this door. They never closed it behind you.
GG.
Oh, so yeah.
Sorry if that disrupts what your mental thinking was.
Miss. Miss.
Ooh.
Barely, but yeah. Good thing I still got my second win, am I right?
Right.
Are all these guys up top knocked out?
We don't know.
What guy's up top? In the bridge?
Yeah.
No one has entered the room, so I've not updated the tokens.
They're
Yeah,
just
I would've
hiding.
did it.
They're just in there hiding.
They got like a whole fucking like trooper army in there,
Yeah.
like security,
They all
just
turn
waiting
back
so
up.
for some reason.
Speed can get speed. Strength can get right there because he has 8 speed.
I just
we
see
haven't
the
met
two
Speed yet.
lightsabers just effing impale the door.
GG.
Speed's a late game boss.
Yeah, he's actually the secret final assassin.
Rip.
Secret
It's
fucking-
been a-
Strength and freedom.
He's blue and spiky.
So
White
you
gloves
can
and
see
red-
Strength just grabs the door and he just rips it off of its hinges, shoving it forward.
Oh fuck!
That's not intimidation. I don't know what is.
And he's just gonna look at you. Run as fast as you can.
Are you the gingerbread man?
But that is as far as he can do. You did stop him from being able to hit you this turn.
Yeah.
These other ones, they're going to just move slightly, but they're not able to take a clean shot. I mean, actually, this guy probably.
Draws 10 gonna
Right.
act when I did the telepathy. Help.
Dross10 has been told to keep watch over the client, and as far as I know, you weren't telepathying to him.
I was telepathying to everyone.
Did you?
As
Okay,
a
everyone's been doing it without him before, so I just assumed that was still the case. He'll communicate back now. Are you all okay over there? Do you need assistance?
Help.
Help me!
I am on my way. Minus, you're up.
I somehow sound out of breath in the telepathy.
Help!
You will see Dross10 approaching at the same time, Midas. All right, and Putumayo.
Do the running action. Is that the actual thing?
Okay, so now that I think about
We're not
this,
really.
stopping the engines wouldn't stop the inertia because if you're like going that way in like zero gravity, you'll just keep spinning. So what I want to do, I don't even know if this is possible. So I don't know if this is possible through the engine room. I would think this is possible through like I don't know the steering wheel and the floor pedals. But I want to put in the engines in reverse again to simulate that change in inertia to try to like I guess like shake up or like break off the dock ship. I don't know exactly how big this dock ship is, so I'm not. I'm just kind of just putting it on full blast in reverse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
To like to do that.
okay, so you go to put it in. You can tell the ship is requiring you to slow down before immediately putting it in reverse.
Damn safety locks. I should
Yeah.
turn them off. It's child locks.
But can he force persuade the ship to not?
No. Cannot force persuade the ship, although you could perhaps try and use the force to try and breach the safety if you have a good enough mechanical knowledge check or mechanical knowledge of the way the ship works to try and immediately like use the force through the wall to the engine. That is something that you could try. It's a high check, but you could try.
It got real complicated, but okay. I will first roll a mechanics check without my droid because I don't have my droid on me.
Or technology knowledge.
Technology. Well, will I be able to use my BD7? Or
No, he's not with you, so no.
That's what I thought. Technology knowledge. Let me see which is higher. Technology knowledge, they will exactly be the same. So I'm just going to roll this guy here, and it's going to be
you are familiar with the ability of how to do it. You're still not sure if you can do it with the force, but you feel as though if you can use the force properly, it would work.
Okay. I'm gonna summon the power of my forefathers. And I'm going to try to do it through the force.
You attempt to reach out with it, and you can start to bring it to a slow like it naturally would, but you aren't able to trigger the reverse. You can try again next turn if you want.
Okay, I'm going to while that's happening, I'm going to move in here and I'm going to stop the suction so to resume normal airflow so that the AC kicks back on without the gas.
Okay.
And then I'm going to come back here and wait for hopefully the final turn before I can leave this.
All right. Zeno, you're up.
Some the power of Master Joe.
Well, you can probably see me now.
Oh, before I do that, I'm gonna be like, the air's back to normal, guys. Just hold on a little longer.
You can see that the air's pretty much been sucked entirely out of the main rooms.
I'm gonna reach out to Dross as well. I'm gonna be like, hey Dross, watch out. There's a really strong Sith assassin on board. Keep your wits about you.
Thank you.
I'll be right there. And now let me walk over to this escape pod.
that is an option.
I was thinking about running in there and grabbing my stuff and just booking it. I ain't gonna lie.
Go back to Santa Argata. Like, yeah, so about that. Yeah, so
from what we've been told, been told, this has all been a setup from the beginning. From what it sounds like, guy in Red Hood, him taking money.
I mean, yeah,
it could
Strafe didn't know we were here. You did express his surprise. Like, I didn't know you were here.
GG.
And you still, it's not too late for y'all to turn away and just sacrifice Ajisai. I mean, Zeno, obviously you're going to have an issue with that, but...
yeah.
Sacrifice Zeno and...
I'll put him out. It's about time to get 2 new allies.
First death.
First 2 deaths.
Fuck, it might be.
We have Dross 10 and
Squiggle's asking for.
Use my destiny points.
Try and then negate the bond.
And then run.
and then abandon it.
Destiny points.
Zeno, I'm sorry.
This is my time. Now I'm using Force Slam. I'm trying to catch all these guys.
Okay, using a destiny point, you said?
No, I'm not using destiny point.
Someone said destiny point. I wasn't sure who.
Oh no, I said destiny point, but it was about.
About severing the force bond. That would work. All right, go ahead and roll.
It says sever the force bond for a day or like negate the effect. So it's technically still there. So after that, you're gonna die.
You're gonna die.
It's gonna delay the inevitable.
All right, so I am using the book for this as well.
Oh,
Oh, that's unfortunate for Ajisai.
I mean, if you knock them prone, you know.
Oh no.
Against their fortitude defense.
Fortitude.
That is a shame. That
So
is
take
not
half
enough.
damage.
Yeah, so they'll take half damage, but they're not knocked prone.
Alright. And I will use a force point for resilience so that
Get back
it
up.
does not get boned.
Oh, to go back up
Back
the
up.
condition tracker, right?
Yeah. I mean, I
Okay.
could use it to re-roll that, but I feel like it'd be more beneficial to go ahead.
Makes sense.
Just bring that up.
Ajisai. Oh, yeah, sorry, are you done?
Yeah. Because I can't do anything in Swift.
Hypothetically
Actually, I
speaking,
can do something with the Swift.
You could do second win. Maybe.
He
I'm not
can't.
half
He's
HP.
not. You are, but he's not.
Too bad.
Just let yourself get hit one more time.
Yeah, easy.
Or me.
See ya.
Easy clap.
GG. I
Alright.
think Surge was a Swift. Hang on.
I don't recall off the top of my head.
I don't know what
Yeah,
Surge does.
Gotta confirm.
It is a swift action. But the Surge is like a jump.
Nah, it gives you movement speed as well.
That is if you. Oh yeah, right.
Yep, it is Swift. Sam, you Surge. That way, I decide to get some boosts as well.
All right.
Well, that will make my decision on my next turn easier.
Go ahead and roll that check. Make sure that you succeed.
Surge. That's with a +1, but
I
I
can
don't
see.
even know if that's
I
gonna
can
matter.
fight.
No, so that's a 19. Still gives you some bonus movement though.
Plus 4 squares, probably.
Win.
+4
Yeah, plus 4
movement.
That's
speed.
20 feet. All right.
And I spent a destiny for that. That's my turn. Yeah.
All right, Ajisai, you're up.
I gotta take at least one attack of opportunity. So first of all, second win. If I can. Oh, the current is down. Hold up. There you go. I was debating on just getting my armor and just booking it.
Man,
But
if you
that would
book
take
it
a
and
lot
you
of X.
abandon that armor, is that something that's going through your head right now? Man, that's got to be a hard decision to make. And all your belongings, that's tragic.
GG.
You know what? I'm gonna do something.
You can take the risk. I mean,
I'm taking the
grab
risk.
stuff.
I'm a risk taker.
It will take your action to collect all of your belongings.
Yeah, that's fine.
And that's just collecting them, not
I-
putting
can-
them on.
Can I still use the rest of my movement afterwards?
No, it's gonna end your turn. You got
I
a
got a
lot of
plan.
stuff, don't you? So yeah.
I got a plan. So I'm gonna take out all my stuff. I assume this is my box. I don't know. And
I think it was this one. 2 lower. You can still get to it without taking an attack of opportunity.
mine was like right here.
I don't even remember
What?
what mine was. I
take
think
my armor and take
think
my
yours was in the bottom
lightsaber
right.
I think it was like right there next to the other guy.
and the Mandalor's mask. Can I already for a little bit of a bone like put on Mandalor's mask?
No. Next turn you can.
Alright.
As a swift action you can next turn, but not this turn.
Okay. Alright. Then I'm gonna use my destiny point to go again.
Yes.
You
Can I
gotta
do
say
that?
you
You like change the initiative?
Well, change initiative, but this is all like it'll change where you are in initiative. You can't change your initiative to be what it is and give yourself an extra turn.
I mean, let me double check the wording.
bonkers,
So I can
man.
argue this.
Act out of turn, changing your initiative order for the rest of the encounter.
Yeah, but I think it'll take effect the next turn, not your current turn.
Yeah, it'd be like it would have to be at the end of the round.
Yeah.
I mean, then it doesn't matter.
Well, I guess maybe.
I'm
Destiny
technically
point, though.
acting out of turn.
Or maybe it's your destiny to have another action.
doesn't he like to walk in his room amidst gunfire, put his armor on, go out in his walking, and then run out?
It was just his destiny. He was able to do it.
Yeah.
So one turn order will have to gone between you before you can change. That will be my ruling. So the Shide Up are gonna go, but you could use it to go before Strength.
I'll consider that if I survive.
So hear me out. Now, I'm just spitballing here. But why don't you just go ahead and activate that, go back in time 1 hour thing, and we'll just get this.
That is also a possibility.
Get this shit going.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the escape pods.
I'm just saying.
You can do that.
It's like one of my last resort.
Strength will also.
It sure
be
is.
affected.
But an hour ago, Strength wasn't hooked up to the ship yet.
That's true.
An hour ago, I set my armor on.
An hour ago, we weren't on the ship.
Oh no.
Well,
Most of the people here wouldn't
that'll
know
be
what was happening.
Aji-size decision after the Shide Up go.
An hour ago, we're still on the ship approaching this ship. So, you made a deal with Strength, didn't you? You son of a bitch.
He still denies it.
I'm getting that money out of him. We survived this.
All right, the one
He didn't even have $3 million.
right next to you is going to make a punch at you. As apparently this is their most reliable attack.
Miss.
For real.
Right,
Maybe it's just that one.
But I'm engaged in melee combat, so they take a penalty.
That's true. I wasn't thinking about that. So this one's also going to move up and punch you.
God
I
damn it.
didn't miss.
Luckily, it was relatively low damage. Relatively.
Quite some
Relatively.
pirates.
Does that put you below half yet, Zeno?
No.
This one's going to move up and make it a melee attack as well.
Miss.
These guys are going to start moving up. But with their people lined in the way like that, they're not going to take the shots.
All right.
All right.
Use my destiny point to act out of turn
All right.
before strength at least.
The
And
new
I'll
bot
tumble
is
away.
19. Oh yeah, you could try and tumble away.
Does that only cost my move action?
While you're tumbling, it will cost twice your movement wherever you're going.
Okay. So
So like if you're
20
going to tumble right there, that would be 30 movement.
Alright. I'll spend a false point on this acrobatics as well.
Okay.
Just in case.
Realized I surged and he ran to that box.
Yeah.
I just remembered that. I was like, like 10 feet.
Question.
Now what? All right, you succeed.
Shouldn't the that scanner go off as soon as you go through there?
Yes, and it immediately starts ringing now that he has.
Man, my cortosis sword is in there.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, the lightsaber's not, but my cortosis blade. Fucking hell.
Start running. Take another attack of opportunity. Unless the tumble still applies.
No, you would have to attempt to tumble, which would
Nah,
double
well,
the
I'll
movement
take that
cost
one.
again.
Yeah, I'll take another one.
All right, he misses.
Miss. I do another tumble.
How do you
As
get out of there? What's going on?
Favor. I'm running.
All right, so that's it for you.
Yeah. Snake's like, how did he do that?
What the?
Oh, he can fucking make it? Holy shit.
He strength, seeing you dash out, he is going to use his legendary action of brutal charge.
Oh my! What's that thing from Castlevania?
There's no straight line.
It's like no, it's the Akuma thing from Street Fighter. Just like,
No,
just
no.
like teleport towards you.
That's it doesn't need to be a straight line for this.
God damn it.
Brutal charge, it's not an actual charge, it doesn't give him a bonus to his hit. But he runs through making an attack at any creature on his way to his destination.
So he's attacking everyone here?
He will be, in his anger as a Sith, striking through everyone in his way who has failed to put you down.
Rip.
So he just
Oh,
killed
boy.
6 people. Wait,
Oh, that's one of them.
That's gonna hit for everybody. It's one hit check versus everybody.
Good
Oh.
gosh, dude.
I'm down.
You're down?
Wait, it didn't hit you though, right? Because he didn't get to you.
No, he's hitting everybody on the way. Sorry. Every creature passed by. That's right. It won't actually hit you.
Because he didn't pass by you.
Thank
He
you.
got
Yes,
to you.
that is correct. Thank you.
Okay.
But he strikes down one Shydop, strikes down...
I got 30 HP right now, Zena. I don't know if you know.
No, GG.
He strikes down, or strikes at 4 other Shydop, but they are barely alive.
You already used your second wind, Ajisai?
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah, he's-
shit.
You gotta remember, I have no combat as well.
All right, so he is now right
I'm not a tank.
there. Now, keep in mind, that was a legendary action, so that's not his actual attack.
Also doesn't see me.
So he can still make an attack, but bright side, probably won't be a nat 20, right?
Don't say that.
Yeah, he already rolled one. He's out.
The same amount of damage though, because I'm down.
GG.
Spend a force point to not be dead.
That is so unfortunate. You really rolled that abysmally in the first hit?
GG.
Wow.
Just imagine that on the.
I thought you'd be okay from that. Your armor's not on.
You're not gonna like rebuke it.
Wait,
or
why does he
anything?
have a 10 modifier for that one?
He's strength. That's why.
Two-handed, I guess.
Oh yeah, he's
You're not-
wielding one lightsaber right now.
You're not gonna rebuke it or anything, Ajisai?
You think I have that?
Oh, I thought maybe you did.
No, I don't.
All right, so yeah, with that, then he strikes you down. Luckily, all your stuff is on you. Just on your body as you fall into the ground.
He's holding it like this as he runs. He
Ah.
drops it.
He's like he dropped mid tier loot.
I'm
You
gonna
guys see
have
this.
him roll a check here as well.
Oh,
Zeno to Zeno. Like Zeno's over there in the corner.
So Zeno, if you recall, you rolled a stealth check earlier.
Yeah,
19.
He does not know you're there.
this is perfect.
He's acting out of rage right now.
I smell blind people.
See, this is what strength was intended to be, a force of terror, not a little fucking whack it down, bitch.
Rip.
Uh, all right, that is strength's turn. Midas, we're down to you.
So I just wonder if we're about to get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 allies on our quest to fight strength now. I'm just curious. because
Maybe,
he-
but if there's anything that the history of the Sith and attacking their own troops have taught me, it doesn't mean jack shit.
you have a point.
If these are pirates,
We're running. I look over. Did you
But-
see that? We should probably go the other way.
But hey, if you want to try and persuade them after knowing that, Zeno, I know you've got a great persuasion check.
Oh yeah, I'll put all of my points in there.
Yeah.
Sweet.
yeah, all your points that
GG.
don't exist in the system.
All right, what are you doing, Midas?
I don't know.
Yeah, your son gets
You-
struck down.
I'm just gonna be like,
Would,
well,
would he? Can they see
So-
that? I guess. They
Yeah,
can.
you can see that Ajisai has just been struck down and fallen to the ground in the distance.
That's funny. You see me in the corner, just like just crushed down. Just like,
Dude, you like your lightsaber. The lightsaber's still on me.
oh yeah, so I'm just holding
well-
my book, just clutching my book, just like.
well, Dross looks like he's dead. Oh, you got the book and you have a destiny point.
Me?
I'm just saying. Okay, so yeah, I am gonna run up 60 feet.
Okay.
I mean,
Bright side,
that's
next turn you'll be in range for a charge attack.
Is he? Oh yeah, he is. If you say so,
You
my
can
dead
also
body.
you can now roll initiative if you want. If you're intending to engage in combat, you can roll initiative now. Dross 10 will as well.
Get angry for me. Kill him. Well, instead of me, you got Dross 10, so that's better. He's high level, probably. I hope.
All right, so you're gonna go before he does, so you're actually gonna get a chance to really do something. Solid.
damn it, Dross.
He's just so shocked that I got struck down,
Yeah, that's it. All right,
That's good.
Putumayo.
And that I don't have my armor on, but I still have it in my hands.
I'm gonna feel a disturbance in the force. Can I use the force?
Oh yeah.
I really wish Putumayo was here.
For
GG.
what? I ain't gonna. I can't save you.
Maybe you could like force persuade him to stop. I don't know.
You can't
Lull
What?
him
run
to
that.
sleep with your
Why don't
words.
we all just get along?
You can't
GG.
run from that beating.
So you can sense that Ajisai has just been struck down.
Oh, damn!
From inside the escape pod.
So hear me out. We need a new.
I'm out of here.
We need a new master. You can.
Right straight to that escape pod.
Thing all over again.
I'm not gonna bother with the engines here. I'm just gonna be like, ooh, damn. I'll speak. I'm like, oh no, I don't want to talk telepathically. I'm just gonna. How do I get out?
Hey, the
of
legacy
here?
continues of me being struck down, knocked unconscious.
Yeah, I guess.
GG.
Wait, where was I?
You're right there.
Yeah, I guess I'll walk up 60 feet and make my way over there.
It's gonna be such a slow walk.
Yeah,
I'll let
I
you get
mean,
to the end of the room here, since that's what I did for Midas
okay.
earlier.
Thanks.
Yeah.
GG.
All right, Midas, you're up.
Um, oh no.
GG.
You better scram like an egg before you get followed by like an omelet.
Right.
Yep.
So, I am going to ready an action.
Okay.
Wait, damn it, Sino goes before him.
Say no! Huh?
GG.
All right, Zeno, when I do this, Zeno.
Wait a minute.
Xeno's a
GG.
true Sith assassin.
Can I do a charge attack?
Yeah.
Like what would end up happening with that? Would I have to step like on Ajisai's body or
I'd let you be one square to the side.
okay. Cool.
Yeah, that'd be your movement
Um,
and your attack.
So if I use my destiny point with the stun rod to get an automatic crit,
It will not automatically down him, but it will automatically do the -2 condition.
okay. Would it maybe do more to the condition because it's a crit and if it exceeds its threshold or whatever?
It'll be the -2 guaranteed.
Well, I think that's the best I can do with what I got going on right now.
Or you could like bait him and like did get your thing up, damage reduction.
I don't think it's gonna do that much. Do you see how much fucking
That would be like 24 damage, like 20 damage for you. Still 34.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, strength! I'm right here! Come and get me!
Roll intimidate check.
Oh, it's not
Or
intimidating.
persuasion, if that's higher. Both would work in this situation.
Intimidate doesn't exist, so it's persuasion.
Oh yeah.
One way or another, it's persuasion.
I'm
You gotta
so
roll
yeah,
my mind
roll
is
for
so
power.
caught up in other D&Ds. Intimidate isn't even from another D&D that we've been looking at recently. It's just in my head from like Naruto.
Or like
That
every
was
other
wild,
D&D
man.
you had.
You can
There's
see
the persuade.
you can see he looks up at you. Fine. You want to die next?
No.
Little does he know, I'm not dead yet.
All right, so I'm going to. So I think I will do what Ajisai said. I will activate my damage reduction. And
Still got your move. Sweet. Can go like enter stance. Draw
yeah,
a lightsaber.
yeah. I don't have a light. Well, I don't have my lightsaber on me, but
Oh, yeah,
all I have
true.
is a stun rod.
You got these hands.
Good still
And
enter a
the
stance
stun
though.
rod.
I have the stun rod. And then I will go into Naman.
Okay. All right, Zeno, you're up. Have the element of surprise. What are you gonna do
Second
with
win
it?
so I can get back up.
He's gonna ready in
GG.
action.
Force push. Ajisai, throw him into a wall, kills him.
Would I get
I've
up
been
if you
waiting
use
for
second
this.
wind? I would technically regenerate HP.
That's true. You'd risk being, if he downs you again, you'd risk dying.
He just doesn't
But
move. He acts
but
like he's
I would
asleep.
allow it. I would allow it.
He
I
just
would
acts
allow
like
it.
he's dead still.
I would. He would at least be like, "What the fuck just happened?"
GG.
Looks up, sees strength, goes down again.
Rip. Yeah, I mean, I am gonna use second win because like I'm already low. I'm not sure if that affects anything that you were trying to do or not. But
It will heal Ajisai.
I mean, I just say like I don't know if that's anything he was. If I don't know if there's anything he was trying to do.
We're rounding up for it, right?
So, what?
We're rounding up for like damage and healing.
Yeah.
It's a 10.
Yep. And Ajisai, if you're trying to play dead, I'm gonna need you to roll a stealth check.
And I'm also prone. Guess this is good for prone. Stealth check.
Yep.
All right.
So he said he just has one of his
I mean,
lightsabers.
would he even look down? He is looking at me, right?
True.
Well, it's like if this is essentially when he comes back to, is he suddenly making a bunch of noise, things like that.
just like turns
that is
over.
red.
And yeah, you kind of you come to and you immediately recognize the situation and you just stay where you are, hidden. No noise.
Yeah, like one eye open, he like peeks open.
Yeah, he's definitely gripping his pillow tight right now.
Yeah.
GG.
Imagine if he used divine charge and just attacked Ajisai.
Ooh, snap. Everything.
Like for no reason, just I'm
No,
gonna
that's
do
kind
this.
of in character.
Ajisai, do you have another
Any
force
quick-
point, just out of curiosity?
I have 1,000,000 force points.
Okay, that's good.
That was just me. That's got none. All right. Oof, all right. There's two things and more. You said he's just wielding one lightsaber right now.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do a perception because I want to see if he has the other one on him.
All right,
That's
perception.
if it's visible, I guess.
It's gonna be the same thing all over again. The first time we met him,
It's gonna be tragic if it is.
it's like
GG.
take his lightsaber again. It's gonna be, "Hey, fuck you."
I'm not gonna take his lightsaber.
You can see he has his other lightsaber on him. It is behind him on
destroy
his belt. So it's essentially in
Nah.
perfect spot for you if you want to try and take it, but
Nah. I was thinking about coup de grace, but nah. that wouldn't
Destiny
fly.
point. Coup de grace.
Yeah, even Destiny Point, I feel like he wouldn't auto like just die.
as a heroic character, I will reveal that to you. It would not be a coup de grace. He would be aware enough of the Force to be able to evade the lethality.
Okay. Then I will do this then. So then he's still too strong for this to be effective. So I think I'm torn between using a destiny point to destroy his weapon as he goes to make an attack against Midas, or just straight up just force gripping him. And I'm gonna have to like flip a coin because
Yeah, so I love the things he can do with the book too.
yeah, I can use any of the force powers, but like it's not too much that's gonna stop him.
Just keep in mind, there's still all those other enemies that are those pirates that still have to take their turn.
Man, after them, they're scared. I guess plus they might not even. Well, I know these guys.
Yeah. I'd say they probably are definitely feeling some type of way after strength just just pummeled right through them.
But again, I've also told you, meta-wise, like meta information, in the movies, that has not made a fucking difference to any of the Sith underlings ever.
Yeah.
GG.
In
Yeah,
fact,
yeah.
Persuasion-wise, you want to try and persuade him, by all means, go ahead.
I tried that with the Wookiee. It's not gonna work.
That's that Wookiee dude. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna pretty much. Yeah, I'm gonna ready in action. Use a destiny point. Use force disarm. Let me just confirm the range. 6. It says 6 squares in the line of sight. So, where is he at?
He's definitely within the 6 squares of you
Like,
right
yeah.
now.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna, because I guess when he charges, or if he charges, I will run up 30 feet and use force disarm. So like pretty much like as he makes is about to make the attack against Midas, destroy his weapon.
All right.
One
Or
that's in
try
his
to
hand.
destroy his weapon. The one he's trying to attack with, right?
All right. So that's
So
your ready to
basically,
action? Whoa,
that's
whoa,
my
whoa. You're
ready.
revealing yourself? You're moving yourself?
No, sorry. I was just showing you what I was gonna do.
So that's a ballsy play doing that one.
Hey, Strength, I'm here.
Go ahead.
When did you get here?
All right, so that's the shut up turn. You can see a couple of them are going to come on out, ready to join the battle. A couple of them are going to more reluctantly, kind of slowly come out.
Somebody close the door.
But
That's
all the
somebody's
ones that he hasn't hit are going to start entering the fray. Blaster pistol range. You are within it, Midas. One is going to shoot at you, one is going to shoot at Dross.
Thank God you got the damage reduction up, am I right?
GG.
Alright, so this is the one at Midas.
It's a miss.
This is the one at Dross. Don't mean to be rolling as Dross, so whoopsie there. It's on Dross as well.
Dross 10 shoots himself.
GG.
Alright, now these three still have another movement to do. They're gonna run out here, oblivious to Xeno's presence. Right there. Alright, Aji Sai, what are you doing?
You gotta use some wisdom. Don't be a fool.
I'm going to ready my actions as soon as strength is gone. I'm gonna close the door and like strike at the door with my lightsaber.
Okay.
Like to try and close these guys off.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, strength is up. You can see he looks at you, Midas. I've been looking forward to getting revenge on you. And you see he grabs his second lightsaber. Not letting it happen again. You took his lightsaber from him.
Oh, I did.
You see he
Not gonna let
activates
it
the
happen
second
again.
lightsaber. That's a swift action. Alright. So here's what's going to happen now. He's going to use Brutal Charge. I don't know why I called it Divine Charge.
He's gonna kill us.
I rolled the wrong damage on the last one. I rolled way low.
That's a big yikes.
He's gonna use it again, even though it's not charging past me. Like, is it because these guys are standing here, or
It's because it's a
Yeah.
legendary action. He can use it to essentially get up to you and then make an attack.
I see. You
Oh,
rolled
I
this
see.
as
Wreak havoc.
the boarding party.
But here's the thing. He's gonna now roll a perception, and if he's aware that you are alive, Aji-sai, that you are conscious, he is going to make a strike at you in the process of this. Luckily,
Guess
you rolled a
that's
28. So
Let me find my shades.
Well,
real
I
quick.
got another, force point. Well,
he is
He
not
so mad.
aware.
My shades real quick.
he is so mad right now. He did not. see me.
All right,
Calmly step
let's
over
roll
your
his
body.
accurate damage for that. No, he rolled
Yeah, it's
abysmally.
so fucking less.
He rolled abysmally. It's not a problem. All right, so he's gonna run past doing that. This is to the Shydop that he slashes by, but has survived the attack.
So that activates Xeno's ready to action
As he gets to that point now, Xeno's ready to action will trigger.
and Aji size, right?
Yes, and Aji size.
Okay, so don't roll anything for him if you mind yet. Wait until after they do their stuff because
Yeah.
I may do something depending on what they do.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll wait.
I'm
All right.
breaking one of his lightsabers. Use a destiny point.
All
for,
right, Aji
force
Sai,
yourself.
we'll have you go first. You run up, you attack the door, and you seal it shut.
Phew.
As this
Did
is
he-
happening, Zeno, your action triggers.
So he did hit this guy right here when he ran by him.
Yes.
Okay.
Was
Yeah,
he
what
not?
if we just like stun strength with a stun
I'm
button?
not 30 feet.
You
Ooh,
are.
was there a miscalculation?
I mean, he said as he goes by, as he goes.
I'll say that there was intent. You could tell he had the intent. I'll say before he arrives at his destination, you can use your actions will trigger.
I agree. I was like, I swear I like looked at it. It was like 30 feet. It was 60 feet from him to here. I was like, I guess
You know,
I
if you
did.
do it this way.
5 feet off.
It was definitely 60 feet from him. I think
Isn't
that's what
search-
you were doing.
Is search still active? Until next
Nah,
turn.
it's only it's just pretty much when you do it. I mean, if you don't let me have that, I mean, if not, I mean,
No,
I guess
Surge is gone.
Like, no, I'm not talking about Surge. I mean, this
Oh yeah. I'll allow your action to trigger.
All right,
So you're using your destiny point?
pretend here. Yep.
And he crushes it.
Yep. So you can see as essentially he's charging at you. He strikes past the first Shydop in anger, and as he goes up, ready to swing the lightsabers, Zeno reaches out, shattering one of them.
And then when he goes to hit me with the other one, I'm going to use Progenitor's Call,
All right.
and I'm going to use a force point to make it an auto success.
Force point to make it an auto success, or destiny point?
Spend an extra force point to bypass the check and guarantee success.
Okay.
So I have used 2 force points to do this,
Okay.
and it is worth it to me.
It's pretty worth it.
All right, he goes to swing at you, but as that happens, you essentially break his focus to where he feels compelled to look back. Where did you come from?
Your anger has blinded you, and I crushed the rest of the lightsaber the rest of the way.
Right, he's going to immediately trigger a dark rage.
Oh crap! Run!
Oh, he's just like me for real.
I don't have the full text listed, but he's getting the full benefit.
I really wish I had a
GG.
lightsaber right now.
Here you go.
Thank you. I thought it was +6.
Dross, you don't have a lightsaber on you, do you?
He has 2.
I wish.
He does.
He
has
is
2
at
units.
you. He is right there, seething with rage at you, looking you dead in the eyes.
Is that me now?
And that's
So
where
he's
we're
a-
going to end the session.
Dang.
Oh, okay. Is he still minus?
Was my
minus-
turn after Dross?
Yep. Your turn
can
will
Dross-
be up.
Damn it, Dross 10 should go first.
GG.
Dross 10 will go at the start of the next game, the next session.
Damn it.
I wanted to end with him there, seething with rage, to set it up for the next session. As
I really.
it's pretty much time for us to finish here. one way or
Yeah, I
another.
know. I got something to say after. It's cool.
Cue Duel of the Fates.
So hey, thanks for watching. We're gonna find out what happens next time. Either we're gonna have the first player death here, or they're gonna finally take down Strength.
Oh, it's this close.
2 player deaths.
So we'll see you next time. But first, thanks to the patrons, I did not properly update this. I updated this card here. Fun fact, I updated this card as it should be, but I didn't actually update it here in OBS. 1 second. There we go. Hey, thanks to Daniel Bixler, Ethan Ramiro, Posadas, Quagger, Loki, Viper Games, Graham Agushi, Zay, Brian Perez, Justin, and Ass Ain't Kill. I realized I said a Saint Kill last time. I realize it is Ass Ain't Kill, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But hey, thanks for being a patron. Thanks for supporting us. We'll see y'all next week here live on Twitch, probably. It is the holidays, but I think we're all good because next week's, what, the 13th? Yeah, we're going to be fine. And yeah. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.